For the record, I'm probably gonna take the oh man, McFurdme to turn.
The
Instrument
what?
of
The what?
McFurdme to turn. I don't. It sounds like it's like Welsh or Gaelic or something like that.
What are we talking about? Is this a feature? An item?
This is the instrument of the bards, the type.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm so confused.
And I make Farkin singing.
I mean, look at it. It's the second to last on the item that you just pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
Pyramid.
Make Farkin?
Instrument of the bard.
Yeah, it does.
McPyramid? I don't know.
McPyramid? I like that.
I don't know. I have no
The
idea.
turn. Because I would like to have Cure Wounds and Fog Cloud.
Fog Cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't use
Fog
Bark Skin, but I
Cloud's
would definitely use the other two.
Same thing. I bet that requires attunement, so we might need a way to. I might need to go in behind you and give you access to the spell, so it pops up on your sheet. So, McFarbigan needs to be added to your list.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. All right. Let's talk about what happened last time. He fought a kraken. He flew. He cast magic. He summoned a scary storm. He had the king of the giants. You all were like, hey, give us the king of the giants back. We're going to beat you up. He tried to eat Warden. But Warden came out like a bad, ironically, like a hairball. He got burnt up real good again. Warden's just literally going to be nothing but a stick figure by the end of the campaign from his body being burnt away so many different times. There was a couple scary moments in the fight, but you all handled it pretty well. You know, power word kill was not properly.
I forgot.
A lot of rerolls to get to power word kill, not to kill Lorelei, which was good. Well, you beat him up. Can't think of anything too crazy out of the combat. Oh, I killed Orly. Well, then Lindsay did remind me. It's just like there's what is the features like? He just begins to disappear.
He dissipates over the course of a minute when he drops to 0 hit points. To essentially, I like to think of it when something dies and it pixel by pixel kind of disappears like that, and it slowly lowers her down to the ground.
Mm-hmm. But narratively, you were on your knees, just like Orly. While you're gone, I'm just kidding. No, we really set you aside. I don't know what's going on with Orly, but let's just keep going. And I knew he wasn't dead though, because he was just a summoned creature. Boom, 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 boom. You managed to get King Hecaton out. Was it Hiromi that got the final blow? I think it was Hiromi, right? Yeah.
Yep.
You can't brag because it's normally Archie. It's not the same.
Maybe it's less of the characters and more of the players.
I think I said last time that Archie was landing some blows while he was really low. I was like, no. And then
I don't celebrate anymore. I just keep quiet now.
So you have double the chances now. It's not the same anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Hiromi killed the Kraken, who slid into the ocean. The king got up, grabbed a couple of the last cultists, and big giant thunder blast destroyed them and put a hole in the ship. The ship began to sink, and people were finding items and spell books and during the chaos of a sinking ship, and then clambered and flew back up onto the Bastard. And that's kind of where we'll be picking up. Any questions, considerations about last time?
Is the king and Harshnag, are they on the ship with us?
Yeah, for simplicity, I'm just saying the Bastard sweeps down and everyone either flies aboard or clambers aboard. And you see, I think it was Archie was one of the ones that grabbed the chest, and Archie's just in there
Yeah, he called for Samaris to help him. Mm-hmm.
Where to now?
He's
right now.
And there's a whole bunch of different items, aka the items you guys spun for. Archie's throwing out on the deck, or whatever you want to do. Right? I'm just projecting the scene. That's what we're kind of picking up in.
Can I have done something else while I was down diving for loot?
Sure.
So the Kraken.
Pee in the water if you want.
Are Krakens edible?
I did name tonight's episode Calamari.
I know, that's what gave me the idea. I saw that, and I'm like,
I'd try that.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if I can harvest some edible bit of Kraken.
Ooh, just edible, nothing like special. Because like if you roll like a high nature check, you might get something crazier. Like
everything is edible.
Oh, I know. I at least know squids, and they're kind of similar to squids, so maybe I. Well,
I'm more talking about like if you roll you can 100% find stuff that you can harvest for food without a roll. If you roll a survival check, though, we all know that there was like acidic glands and pouches inside of its belly, and maybe you can get something kind of crazy.
Yeah, I could do that. I will guide myself on this as I come upon the sinking Kraken.
If you roll a nat 1, you stick to it, and then
I rolled an actual 20.
If you rolled a nat 1, you would have stuck to it and just would have been pulled into the depths of its body forever.
No!
Attached to it. Ooh, yeah. I think isn't acid vials like an actual item in like the equipment section?
Yeah.
Let's see what that like mechanically is, and then see what we can like extrapolate. Is that the word? Kind of pull from that and use it for inspiration. You can make ranged attack. It's a 2d6 acid damage. It provides the weapon. Simplicity for me is roll. You'd roll a nat 20. Roll a d20 and add 10.
Roll a d20. Six.
Okay. You
16.
find the equivalent of 16 acid vials.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like you would need time to kind of, distill it, bottle it, whatever you want to do, but you have your little alchemy
super
station.
Concentrated. Okay.
And you would, with the nat 20, you're not going to have to roll in the future for like any of the consumable stuff.
No.
You can just make these.
Sweet.
Or you can like literally just not even make vials, right? You could say they're little acid pods that are literally still fleshy or something, and you just throw it at people like little water
like
balloons of acid.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do with that. Yeah. But then you have plenty of calamari, right? That's squid.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or I don't know. Yeah. Tentacles. I will haul them on to the deck.
Slunk.
Ooh.
Yep, you guys watch Warden come up with he's like, oh, and big old tentacle up onto the deck.
Do you need help there?
No. I think that the sting of the salt water upon my flayed flesh is keeping me conscious. I'm gonna go sleep or something. I need to, somebody just wants to store this for me. I would appreciate that.
Okay. Toro.
He hauls a horse squid on board, and then he conveniently leaves it up to us.
Yeah. It's like one of those,
you know what?
Call
you're right.
Restaurants.
You're right. Deal with it.
You fish on the side and collect the fish, and they cook it at the restaurant. I guess that's where we are.
Toro walks up. Lord Warden, Sir Warden, whatever you are.
Just Warden is fine. What do you want?
Are we going to be cooking that?
Kind of had the idea, yeah.
You are, my man.
I haven't had calamari in so long. That is a delicacy. Maybe we could do some Barovian spices to it.
So I have to warn you, I felt how powerful those tentacles are, and I'm a little concerned they're going to be more like, I don't know, lean? I don't know if it's going to be exactly like that, but you do whatever you want with it. I just had the passing thought. If you want to cook it, fine.
If you have no... Sorry, I haven't done Toro's voice in a while. I need to bring him in. I think he's a little bit more nasally. There. Somewhere like... If there's no... If there's no... argument. I'll just take this to storage and see about some preparations. Is that okay, Lord
Yeah.
Caleb?
I think he was more stuck up, kind of talk voice.
It'll take me a while to get back to his voice. All I
It's okay.
remember is Lord
I think that's
Caleb.
only when he's talking to Archie.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roleplay with you so you can get the voice back?
No, I'm good. Thank you very much.
There we go. It's coming back.
No, not with the boy. Not at all. Thank you. Just want to take this.
Yep.
Nope, I'm stuck to it. All right. Crew, chop chop. We're going to chop it up. Come on. Turo
There's like
leads the group. getting
150 pounds of meat there.
We'll cook up a good delicacy. Don't you worry. Toro and the crew start chopping it up and taking it into storage. We might have to throw some of the loopy nuggets out there to make room for it.
Uh-oh.
Not the loop nuggets.
That's fine with me.
Where do you? I'm sorry. Where do you get the materials for those?
The loopy nuggets?
Loopy nuggets?
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you get the ingredients for that?
In Barovia. You know that.
Uh-huh.
When's the last time you went there?
We really don't know the ingredients. We just know it's really good.
Okay. Where's the king of the giants
there.
right now?
He
You
is
just
talking
eat 'em
with
and they-
Harshnag off to the side. We have cold storage, not Lord Warden, so we're able to... We stockpile. Lady Ishka has a vast appetite, so we make sure we have plenty. They're always in stock at your local Bat or Us. Bats are Us. The grocery chain in Barovia.
Lorelai determinedly not focusing on the conversation about loopy nuggets because it's making her vaguely ill. She's going to go up to Harshnag and the king and just kind of check in with the king about, how he's feeling post captivity.
Well met. What is your name?
I am Lorelai of House Manthar. Pleased to be at your service.
I am at your service, you and your companions. Harshnag has named you the Misfits de Morai. Is this correct?
That's us.
What brought you here to rescue me upon the seas?
Well, it seems that your disappearance has caused a great many ripples that led to fear and unrest in the entire region as many giants try and capitalize on the power vacuum currently in place. There's been a great deal of attacks, and frankly, we got involved somewhat by accident, honestly. But we heard that you were missing and that your wife was unfortunately... She's kind of like examining his face to be, when she mentions his wife, to be like, does he know she's dead? Kind of thing.
You do see the little bit of sorrow behind thunderclouds of anger in his eyes and his fist as you mention this.
Yeah.
I appreciate your carefulness with your words. I am aware that she is past.
My condolences.
Revenge is not finished yet. He kind of
Who
looks
did this?
up to the sky. Perhaps you could say that Amon put this upon my people and me for reasons I do not fully understand. The ordering broken. But more
Why were you captured?
fundamentally,
Sorry.
there was betrayal in my court.
I've learned of their identity beyond this kraken who look to usurp the oceans in my realm. Imrith, disguised as a storm giant, is in my court now, poisoning and spreading lies. I will return and break her and take my throne back.
Well, best of luck. There's somewhere in particular you'd like us to drop you off? Also-
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom? Isn't that like a storm?
Yep. That is a large storm.
Storms do go by the name of Maelstrom. But hold one moment as Nate picks up a map.
And you believe that you can take the power from this. Wait, what's your name again? Urethra?
Oh, way down there.
Maelstrom is the name of my seat under the Sea of Swords, south of the Whalebones. It's where the storm giants live. My family. It is a name for our city beneath the waves.
I'm sorry, I was asking about the name of the person who tricked him and stole his power.
Her name is Emrith.
Emrith. And you believe you can take the power back from Emrith, which will stop the ordning from... Rob, you've got some...
Yeah,
feedback.
I took my headset off, sorry,
No, it's good.
for a second.
You believe that you can take power back from Emrith, and that will quiet the giant unrest across the nation?
I believe so. There are a few dukes of the giants that still will answer my call that I have returned. Harshnag and I will gather our forces and take back our throne and our seat. Whether she's there or not, I am not sure. This will not be the first time the chromatic dragons have interfered in our affairs. It won't be the last. But it will be the last time that Emrith does. She's not
Emrith is
there.
a dragon?
Correct. Ancient blue chromatic dragon.
Oh.
Long a foe of our peoples. Usually bound to the deserts inland. How long she has been in my court, whispering, manipulating, I am not sure. But we will carve it out.
Do you need help dispersing her? Getting rid of her?
No. If you can take me to one of the dukes.
Yeah.
Lorelai will give a little bit of like military salute and turn to Caleb and say, I think we can do that.
It is a long journey to the spine of the world, but I must go to the eye of the Allfather. From there, Harshnag and I can make connections, and either the dukes will listen or they will bend the knee unwillingly. But they will follow in the end. You've all done me great service. If you could take me to the spine of the world and the eye of the Allfather, I would be greatly more in your debt.
And Lorelai is definitely like kind of
like looking around at people. She likes the idea of like the king of the giants in our debt. I think that would be very useful. I say we definitely do it.
I agree.
Archie's kind of over there grumbling. Oh, that's all we get.
Do you say that out loud?
He says it kind of under his breath a little bit.
Does the giant king hear? Yeah, that's what's bad. Ooh.
Once my throne is secured, you will be rewarded. How best I can contact you is for you to declare.
Now we're talking.
Or I will say that I have the ability to communicate across long distances. Do you have anyone in your court that can do the same?
Indeed, we can send a message when the dust and flames have settled.
I very much look forward to hearing from you then. Hearing stories of your success and triumph at winning back your court.
He gives you a bow, this big, towering figure of a giant.
So, how long is it to the spine of the world?
Do you have a map of the Salt Coast?
We're looking at one right now.
And he
Looking at one right now.
upon your map. And he scrawls a little squiggly red line to the eye of the Allfather in the spine of the world.
He kind of uses his finger to like measure out the miles, like 100, 200.
Oh, this is the one that
300.
actually measures it, isn't it? Yeah, it actually measures in miles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So 430 miles. What? I don't remember how fast the bastard is. I used to have like a rough idea of like miles per day.
4.5 miles per hour.
Yeah, I think it's the same travel speed, which I think is like 30 miles a day.
4.5 times 24, 108 miles a day. I think the normal. You're right, but I think that's with resting and stuff, right? So this is just a ship always going. So 4 days.
Yeah.
Let's say you guys can get there in 4 days, easy peasy.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Guess we'll have lots to talk about.
Perhaps we can do that. I believe Archnag and the King. I'm sure you both need some rest.
I certainly do.
And we got plenty of squid for you guys to chow on.
He kind of smiles. Feasting upon the Kraken will do me wonders for my recovery.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
We just need a giant fire pit, unless you can call the lightning bolt and like fry it right there.
Will make it very tough.
Harsnack speaks up. It's not usual for the king to debase himself with cooking. And the king like raises his hand. No, Harsnag. This is something I will take much joy in. Bring me the Kraken. Toro's like, it just got like struggle to get it down deck.
He's like, bring it back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the king says so. King
Lord
says.
Caleb? Lord Caleb?
The king is hungry,
All right, boys.
and he's cooking us at the feast.
All right. I was going to cook it the Peruvian specialty, but all right.
Just do a little bit of it. Cut like 10 pounds off.
Will you take
There's
some
like
of this water very
150 pounds
quickly
there.
and go hide it for me?
Yeah, you take whatever you need.
Go ahead and take it. Take this little bit here. I'll make you a special piece later.
Are you going to take it, Walden?
What?
What?
Take a piece of the Kraken for me, please.
Why are you hiding? Just go take it. It's not the big deal. Just chop. I'm gonna fucking chop off a piece of it. Go fucking put it in the freezer.
I was hoping you'd take some of it for me, and because the king has requested it.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, hide it for me while I am in the middle
go take
of...
that real quick.
They've
I'm gonna
instructed
reach
me.
down, and like my exposed shoulder bone is gonna like sort of rotate as I fucking reach down for it, and I'm gonna go walk
Oh,
off
God.
towards the fucking the storage. Yeah, I'll get it. No problem. Let me handle this.
Thank you, Walden. All right, Lord Calum, here comes the brag of the boys. Take it all back to the deck for the king. And the constructs, and with the guidance of Toro, set out all the remaining parts of the tentacle of the Kraken, and indeed the King Hecaton of the King of the Giants uses his lightning abilities, and like the storm had dissipated, but again there's like these brief moments of darkness, of clouds, and he kind of does a searing lightning fillet on it with plenty of generous helpings and suggestions from him. Excuse me, I am not useless. I just pulled that whole Kraken tentacle below deck, and I brought it up here. I didn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, you're doing great there.
Don't get me of your lip, Archie.
No, no. Never. I would never. Actually, I think the king wanted the squid on this side of the ship, on the other side. He said that's where the lightning was gonna strike.
Lord Calum!
Well, actually, to make it the squid not so tough, throw the squid in the pool, let the lightning hit the pool, let it do a little flash boil, take it out, cool the squid part, and then recook it again. I'll keep it from getting tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Very well, boys. Chop chop. Literally chop chop. Get it in the pool.
I'm sure you get the chlorine's out.
Lovely, tasty chlorine-infused calamari later. No, I'm just kidding. No, like I like the idea. It's like boiling and hot and whatnot. And you guys are just doing this giant, like, oh my goodness, crab boil. Is that what I'm thinking? When you just throw everything in it and boil it.
Yeah, crab boil.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
crab boil.
boil. Mhm.
Crab boil, craw boil, yeah, same thing.
Oh yeah.
The boil, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
It's being tossed
You
in
got
there.
me, mister. Well, that's a thing in Florida too, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I have. I
Yeah.
don't. I've never really
It's
done
everywhere.
it myself, but I've definitely had friends do crab boils.
Crab boil, shrimp boil,
Mhm.
no,
Crawfish.
Had like
crawfish boil. Mhm.
like super fresh crab boil.
I was
down in
just
Hawaii.
at
It was
one.
ridiculously good.
Weeks ago.
I'm usually not a seafood person, so I don't do it very often.
We don't have one here.
Sacrilege!
We don't have one here in Indiana, so
To be fair, I haven't done one since I've become less picky. I would definitely give it a shot. But I don't like fishy. I doubt crab.
Crab
boils
isn't
actually
very
too- Yeah, not very fishy.
Shrimp is a pretty mild, neutral flavor.
Hmm. I do like shrimp, to be fair. It's more.
Crab
I should say
dipped
fish.
in like
I don't
garlic
like
butter
fish.
is
Did you say you have garlic butter on this ship?
no
What?
garlic here.
Oh yeah, that might be a little.
That was quick. I like that.
Hmm. Pity, do you have any butter of any sorts?
Yeah, we can get some kind of butter.
Hmm.
We could probably, if maybe we could swing by Neverwinter and get some butter real quick.
If you don't mind, I would prefer if we just kept a straight path to the Eye of the Allfather before word of my freedom reaches the enemy's ears.
Wait, you don't think we're gonna be like attacked by dragons, right?
Hmm. There's always the possibility. Depends
don't
on how
like
well
that.
you covered your tracks.
Well, we did.
Covered our tracks.
We kind of tied. Oh, wait a minute.
We're a flying ship.
Shit.
How do we cover our
Oh
tracks?
shit! Wait a minute.
Did you make a
Wait
big
a minute.
scene when you found me? Do a lot of people know who you are and what you were investigating?
There was once upon a
some
time.
people.
Like maybe a whole casino ship,
We
possibly.
didn't tell
Like
them that
full.
we're like, we didn't. Were we loud about it?
Be sure we're asking questions about the giants.
Out of character, once upon a time, Warden did let a member of the Kraken Society go. Once upon
What?
a time.
It was like
A
a long
long
time
time
ago.
Did you
ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Roll a
Okay, so-
perception check, Warden.
Somebody was really hurt in our party, and there was like a bunch of them, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And he
Roll
got the fuck out of
perception
there. Really high, 32.
There was a brief moment when you were looking for the Kraken. You saw one of the cultists floating there, pretending to be dead.
Really?
You recognize
Oh.
him. What would you have done there in the middle of the ocean? Him pretending to be dead. The same cultist that you let live.
Pretending to be dead. Why are you dropping this choice on me? Well,
Yeah,
you know what? I think he spared him once, and dude didn't, change his ways. So I think casually, dude's gonna get a spear in the back of his, right between the shoulder blades.
Love it.
A casual
He did
spear in the
not.
back
Casual.
I mean,
between friends.
He had a second chance and he wasted it.
He's floating there.
Never
right?
mind.
It'd be hard to hit his back if his back is
I
in the
can
water.
run on water and I have a swim speed, sir.
Oh, I
Thank
thought
you
you were
very
on the
much.
ship.
This
Oh,
was
this
a
was- I think this was a while
flashback.
ago.
Since he mentioned that, we're
Oh.
taking a step back when he was
Okay.
looking for Kraken parts and stuff. He sees the guy
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, I recognize him," and we're just that was a step back in time.
We're somewhat well known, but I think we tied up loose ends here. I think the only reason that they would send anyone or know is absence of arrival. And I don't know exactly where they were going. So we just need to keep on guard.
From my
Once whatever-
understanding, Emrith and the Kraken, the coalition was loose and just a matter of convenience. Plans set into motion individually and now apart. Perhaps they're not connected.
I mean, also worst case scenario, like we did take down like the god of dragons like a while ago. I feel like we could handle, especially with you here.
He
You
kind of
know?
cocks his head and looks at you.
I would like you to explain yourself when you say you have taken down the god of dragons.
You know Tiamat,
it's-
right?
I do.
Yeah, we killed her.
Just what it sounds.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. Just what it sounds like.
defeated her.
We defeated her, sent her back to her place in the hells. This was in
Technically, it was Ishka's butt that defeated her. but-
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
The butt up the butt.
Is
It
that
was-
person over there?
a team effort. And this was just, it just so happened. I mean, you are a very powerful and intelligent individual. You recall the time schism that occurred some weeks ago?
I would like you to roll a persuasion check, Lorelai.
Will do. Happy to do that.
Guidance. Actually, I don't think I can do that.
Why not?
I mean, I
Not
could
as like
do
a
that,
not like a response.
but it's no.
Though I think in 1D&D, I think they're changing it to a reaction, so that'll be fun. I think.
Interesting.
So that is it's a 25
Mhm.
because of reliable talent. It was not in that one. 25.
I very much am aware.
Well,
The queen was dead. Rightfully so.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, what?
The queen was dead, rightfully so. More giants have died underneath her fiery, damned breath than anything in existence. She is an ancient enemy.
We were transported to a time and an opportunity which to chain her new to prevent the horrors that had befallen this world from happening.
I'm aware of the fracturing of toil. I say this respectfully to those who just saved my life. I would have chosen that fracturing than to bring that bitch back to life. Whether or not she is trapped in Everness in the Hells.
Oops.
It was the
Is that sushi almost ready?
Cultist and Tiamat that I believe that Amon broke the ordering.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear the first half of that sentence.
The dragon cultist and their movement of summoning Tiamat, bringing her into this world, I believe is what stirred Amon to break our ordering and our people. Long we have been complacent in our roles to see our arch enemies rise to heights as this. I believe angered him as it angers me.
I see. I apologize if I offended you.
You did what you must. But I wish he was dead. And to stay dead. Perhaps in the future we could travel to Avernus together and finish the job.
He just kind of gives you a wry smile at that.
Now that sounds like a plan. And she will stick out her hand for him to shake. Hopefully.
This massive, massive hand. Like probably the size of your whole body, like as tall as you, or like as long as tall you are. It's like he just reach down and very, as gently as he possible, tries to shake your hand.
Shake his finger?
Yeah.
Don't pull.
Sorry. And he kind of goes, oh. And he turns and it's like, the calamari is overboiling. And distracted by it, he goes back to his cooking.
Ooh.
Also above table, so I'll just let you guys know. This is one beat at the end of Storm King's Thunder. There is another beat dealing with that dragon, but I felt like this was enough, right? And this was the truncated version. So it's like in a different campaign, 100% the blue dragon would be probably tracking you down. 100% there would be a chance that she's attacking you guys on this ship. That would be something, but as you guys can tell, I'm steering it towards you all can stepping stage left while they do their
we drop
thing.
him off. He takes care of it. Get ascending in a couple days. Everyone's dead. A-okay.
It does sound like the ending's cool. Like the Storm King's Thunder beat is like go to track down the blue dragon in the deserts and like in her lair and finish the job kind of thing.
Cool.
That's not to tease you all. I think we're all ready to go, and I have no plans on that. But
Yeah.
the more you know.
Yeah. Plus,
All
I've done that storyline.
Charlie knew every secret beforehand. He knew it was a Kraken. Can you believe that? It was the biggest spoiler ever, and he knew it.
How dare you?
By any chance, the Kraken Society that gave it away?
Maybe, but no. I actually, my very first campaign was Storm King Thunder, and I didn't remember the title. And then once he starts going through, I was like, man, this sounds so familiar. And then boom, I was like, oh shit.
There was an prank war in it too.
Yep, changed a little
the joke
bit.
is like,
So.
obviously we're we're having fun with it. All right, so
you have another
calamari is being
routine?
cooked. A calamari boil is about to happen if you guys want to do it that way. Obviously, I don't want to force you guys into that, but just throwing it into the pool, that's what it reminded me of. So the scene's still here as you guys set off on a 4-day journey to the spine of the world and the eye of the Allfather. So do you guys want to continue with the cooking and see where that goes, or do you guys want to start progressing downtime choices and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
I think we should do some downtime.
Yeah, I'm good to progress.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Onwards.
All right. So, like, essentially, we have 4 days. Anybody want to try to tackle anything during the 4 days?
Yeah. Just long rest, which don't need.
Yeah, long rest 100% goes off.
Changing out spells. I want a refund on the disintegrate.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna try and add those things.
I'm going
Actually,
to
wait, no, I'll do that later because you haven't had a chance to make them accessible. We can do that. Not tonight.
I want to check something real quick from Storm King Thunder, see if there's anything here that you all could potentially use. The Eye of the Allfather is a really cool location that has like an oracle in it, and I didn't think about it ahead of time. But I'm like, let's see if there's anything you all can like use that for potentially for your plans in the future. So that's. Ooh, yes. Yeah, so, yeah, anything else for 4 days? Speak now,
Yeah.
forever peace.
I have something.
Okay.
Lorelai would like to spend the 4 days tastefully bucking up to the Giant King. She would like to, learn about his culture. Like, oh, I'm so intrigued by, the way that you run your court. I'm part of the nobility and I would love to hear more. She's not being like, oh my god, you're the best person ever. She's like very subtly just like spending time with him, trying to get to know him and his, his interests and such like that. She just wants to leave him with a very positive impression of our group and some fondness so that when we eventually ask for a really big favor, he doesn't hesitate to say yes.
All right, go ahead and roll D20 or roll persuasion. Just don't roll that one. You know how it goes.
Okay. No pressure. Not in that one. The 24,
There you go.
25.
25. Yeah, so
That was a 9 anyway.
yeah, good casual conversation. You do see him as relationships are solid. He definitely, there's definitely a difference of opinion on the existence of Tiamat. But there is an underlying understanding from him.
With a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, that you did what you did. And even though he might not want to admit it, you did save the world and the universe, right? Him on his power level does understand that on a certain level, but it's literally, thousands of years of pain and suffering at the hands of Tiamat and her children. Yeah, and everything. There's definitely a positive impression there left at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this? Sorry, there was something I had before. I'm trying to find it. Bum, bum, bum.
Lorelai, friends in high places, she cannot resist.
You got friends in high places. Okay. Cool. So you all begin. I'll just move Amber just for sense of. You all are now entering the spine of the world, the mountains, the cold, the freezing. And you approach the Eye of the Allfather. And as you get closer, King Hecaton does speak to you all.
For your service, I will speak of the Oracle. Inside these ruins is the Eye of the Allfather. More importantly, there are pathways inside for me to go to the other dukes. This oracle is powered and connected to Amon himself. Its sight is vast as a god. If you wish, you may attend with me inside the eye, and you may ask it questions if you're inclined.
That would be a. Sorry, go ahead.
Dude, that wasn't gonna say anything else. Just,
That would be a great honor.
Which of you will attend?
Could we have a moment to speak about it together?
Yes, we draw near.
He steps away.
Well then,
Ugh.
who has a burning question that the Oracle could help answer? I know.
Warden's gaze is gonna be bouncing between Ishka and Samaris.
Yeah. Ishka, Samaris, and Hiromi.
And her own.
That's who I was kind of looking at too.
Jeremy kind of looks up. Are we limited to only one question?
He did say questions.
I think it's maybe one person.
It's one person, definitely.
I think we need to know more details, actually.
Unless we each have a question.
I think he said
I
choose
have
who would go
nothing.
with him. So I think we send one person who maybe write down a list of questions in order of priority to see how
Just
many
to
we
clarify
get.
for your all enjoyment, like anyone
Yeah.
can come. He was more asking like how many of you are
Oh.
coming and like who, you know.
Oh,
Oh, we can all come.
okay.
Oh.
Guess we could each ask a question, right?
Yeah, it seems like it. Everyone, think of a good question. You get one.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. So we're taking unexpected turns here, so let me just get things
Mhm.
together. Fun unexpected turns, though. Where is
Get ready, DM first. 6, 7 questions.
Just copy all of you and not worry about
How much
lots of
could
stuff.
a woodchuck chop your woodchuck chop? Woodchuck for wood.
There's a map for it. I'm just gonna pull it in just to use the resource.
Ooh.
Doo-doo-doo. This
I
could have
love
been a part of the
maps.
dungeon crawl if we did like the elongated one. Where? Sorry, I just had it. I was hoping it had a really cool art of this too, but it doesn't necessarily have one for this one. Bam, 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 bam. Like, don't worry about too much crap happening here, but it is still a pretty cool little schmap. Is dynamic lighting on? Let's turn it off just so it's easy peasy. You
Whoa.
can see
Whoa,
Oh.
whoa, my eyeballs.
full picture.
I of all fathers. What happened to that guy over there?
Oh my god, it's a sacrificial chamber!
Oh no, is that my one question?
You all have been sacrificed against
To the
Tiamat in our
Allfather.
fight.
Oh, fuck!
All right. So you do dock. It's like it's literally on the side of a mountain. You all dock and exit. It's cold. There's a breeze, and he takes you through these old ruins that are on a giant scale, right? So everything you're going up steps, everything's just massive. This was built for giants, right? And you all climb through. Let's see what the official description in here. Beyond the thundering archway lies a hexagonal chamber. Wait, is this the right one? Ooh, maybe this is the actual eye.
Right on top of the person.
Oh yeah, so it's actually technically this one over here to the east. So it looks like there was a portal. King Hecaton shows you how to open the door, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, do. I'm assuming you don't want to look like Akumu right now. Let me change her.
If you zoom in, you can see all the people on the staircase.
Oh.
All right.
It's a huge map.
A hexagonal chamber whose walls rise 50 feet before tapering to a 90-foot-high apex. Standing in each corner of the room is a life-size statue of a giant holding up a heavy iron lantern with one raised arm. Each type of giant is represented: hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. A cold magical light radiates from each lantern, illuminating a giant corpse lying on the floor beneath a shroud of frost in the middle of the room. The corpse looks like it has been there for some time, preserved by the cold. We'll find out what this means. Next to the body rests a giant frost-covered morning star.
I can't build it.
How giant?
Well then.
But Ishka can probably wield it.
Oh, there is a little bit of cool art for it. Let me share it. Pretty sure that's from that room. You can see like the statues of the giants in the background with holding their lanterns and stuff.
Ooh.
Obviously, there's a ghost at play here, but we're not getting in through all that. All right.
That's cool.
And anybody here speak Dwarvish?
I speak all languages.
Actually,
Except I can't read it.
I should
I can't
say
read it.
It's about
I cannot read it.
Reading.
What? Which language?
yes.
Dwarvish.
I can, I think I have an item of comprehend languages. A helm of comprehend languages. Maybe? Is that this character? Alright, guys.
No,
Well,
deep speech.
Oh no, sorry. I have a potion of comprehension, which I have not used, so never mind.
And it's not that important, right? The interesting thing though is like if you can't read Dwarvish, you've all probably have come across Dwarvish script in the past. An interesting fact for the Godin Realms is that the Dwarvish alphabet and script is shared by giants. I don't know which one came first. I think it would make sense it's the giant script that the dwarves adapted for their own uses. Let's see.
I like how it's like the biggest people and the smallest people have the same language.
Yes. So the king in here begins to clear the floor. Like there's this ice and cold on the ground, or this cold ice, and he just starts breaking and chipping it away, eventually exposing a circle in the middle of the room, about 20 feet wide. It's very big, and you all, especially Lorelai, I feel like your eyes would glitter a little bit as you see that there's a big rune here, a dwarvish script, but it's inlaid with mithril.
Whoa.
And King Hecaton looks at it and he speaks, "Ask your question and know truth," is what the runes read. And as he kind of clears it off, you see him kind of begin to kind of, there's this one rune in the middle of it, like there's these words around it, like that's what he read. And then there's one in the middle. It's literally called, and he says this, Kong.
Kong? Like King Kong?
Mm-hmm.
Rapper Ding Dong.
And this is the word in giant and dwarvish for king. And as he speaks it with power and authority, this rune begins to glow. And then that whole mithril circle of inlay begins to glow. And then the room begins to get dark and darker and darker until it's just the glow. And you all feel, you don't see anything, but you feel a presence enter the room like you're being watched.
And King Hecatong speaks. Misfits to Morai, you have 6 questions to ask of the Eye of Amon. Choose wisely and let us see what he can see. He just looks at you all expectantly.
Those 6 questions, and there's 7 of us.
Archie steps back. I don't have a question.
You weren't going to ask how to get an unlimited supply of cheese puffs?
No.
To get a unlimited supply of cheese.
Oh shit! It's like the fucking D&D movie with the fucking with
That's what his wish spell's for.
Lorelai indicates for someone else to go first with a more important question.
Anybody stepping forward?
Nose goes.
Come on, people.
All right, Hiromi.
We all still have plot lines.
I know. Hiromi will take a step forward. She kind of like wrings her hands a little bit. What is the state of Kozakura?
And Hiromi's voice and just kind of carries out in the space, and it feels like the words go out, but instead of like echoing through the room, it's almost like the words disappear in the air. You feel almost like something's pulling it in. The state, and the big booming voice just pulls through the space, of Kozakura. One of stability. One of eagerness and preparation. Boiling underneath, though. Unrest. Anger. Strength. Kozakura is awaiting.
Right.
And the voice grows silent.
Answer.
She gives a slight bow and steps back.
And one of the lanterns in the room on one of the giants goes out.
Above table, before Samaris asks her question, can we clarify kind of the high points that Samaris does know about Una and Una's soul?
That's a very, very good point.
I think it got lost in the sauce a bit.
No, yeah, there's so, and I know we've talked about things above table that you know are coming down the line, like to have, like I know we talked about shortening the oh my gosh, I can't remember Shion's last name now. Like the going to the house, like we haven't done that yet, right?
The tree?
Tree? Shion tree.
Well, there was an official
Her
house in
actual-
Requiem.
Juliana
Remember
Calvani.
Calvani.
Yeah.
Kalvani, yeah.
I know we talked about what that would look like, which is just like going in and out, but you guys haven't gone the Requiem and done that though, right? You haven't actually gotten your information yet, I don't think.
No, because we went straight here
Yeah.
because Lorelai, Warden, and Hiromi was needing help.
Yeah.
Like that.
So like right now, I don't think Samaris knows actually anything. I believe the last thing she knows is that the Calvani estate purchased the fragment of Una's soul. That was the last, I believe.
Okay.
Like, just so you know, like we've talked about
above table what it would look like if you gather information, like this could be a way. This is still like an avenue for Samaris to confirm, and like there's no need to go to like and find out. If you want to try and use this as an opportunity to find an answer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I am actually going to need a minute though, because I have an abstraction of where Una is in the 9 hells, but I'm going to see if I can get some hard facts real quick.
Okay.
Hold music. Hold music. Hold music.
No, it's hard to think of a really like good question. It's like one of those high pressure situations. Like, oh, you don't want to use wish for the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And yeah, like
Nate,
like Nate was saying, like there's been a lot that we've like talked about above table of like where it could go versus like what Samaris actually knows about the situation. So I was like, hold on. Didn't want to be metagaming.
Totally with you.
I just spilled cheese all over my desk.
What kind of cheese?
Why do you have spillable cheese at your
It's a container of feta. Shut up!
Are you just like raw dogging feta?
Yes, I am. Like, I didn't know one of the lids was open.
Did you spill water on that too?
No.
What is fucking wrong with you?
I don't know. A lot of things, man.
Feeling new today.
Listen. I'm probably the clumsiest person in the world.
Get it together. All right?
I'm trying. Trying. My cheese.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Samaris. Yep. I think I got my details.
Samaris would step forward. I don't know if you can see the ghosty girl with me, but wondering where the other piece of her soul is.
There's actually one more piece of information I'm getting, but it'll just take me a second because I know what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Wait, what? Oh no. I need something from a source book, but using Roll20, I'm like, I bought this one for D&D Beyond. I bought this one for Roll20, so now I need to find Roll20. I'm just going to take a moment, make sure I get this detail correct for you guys, because I don't want to make it up and then have to change a bunch of stuff down the road. Because I used something from one of the adventures, and I want to cross-reference it. Go here, click on this, click this. This would be that one. Boom, 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 boom. Accessing information. Meow. Loading, loading. Boom, 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 boom. That's not right. Alrighty.
Alright, the Oracle has got to do a little bit of web surfing real quick.
Hold, please.
Offering.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold music. Hold music.
I'm starting to see like the wheel of death up there.
You hear dial-up internet. What is this sorcery?
Okay.
The soul of Una. My eyes pierce through the plains to the fiery hells, near to where my arch nemesis resides, the Queen of Dragons. However, she does not have this fragment. Zariel.
Oh.
The Archduchess of Avernus.
Oh.
Her General Vrakir.
Ooh.
Within the Brimstone Hold. He holds it, and he awaits your coming.
She gives a very solemn nod and steps back.
And another lantern goes out. 4 lanterns are lit.
Oh boy.
Ishka will step forward. So the shade, is it dangerous?
The shade. My eyes pierce through you, Dragonborn. I see the spirits of our enemies, though metallic they may be. The shade is your prison. This shade is your reckoning. It is dangerous. Within it you will find the rumblings of your past, your dragon ancestry.
All right. Thank you. Steps back.
And another lantern goes out. 3 lanterns are lit.
I'm still thinking.
Mine wasn't very. Mine wasn't very that serious. I was just
Does Laura
thought of
have
something.
anything?
But go ahead, Warden.
Warden had been kneeling on both knees with Wormeaver across his lap, and as he hears silence, he's going to set it down and stand. I want a recipe. I want a method to create mass manufacturable healing. And pretty much mechanically, what Warden is asking for is, I had this idea of a potion that could be taken that would give the effects of a common healing potion over the period of like a long rest. That would be very cheap to make. Essentially not for adventurers.
Oh, like a healing potion for, like commoners and like
Medicine.
townspeople.
It's medicine, pretty much.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hold music. That's my really
I
terrible.
don't need I do
dialogue.
not need a verbal response for this.
Oh, no. I have an idea.
Because I don't know
Just give me a second. Just
We need to break him. Break the deal.
I love it.
I think mine's going to be pretty simple.
Mine is too. I mean, Lorelai doesn't have any like big, huge plot stuff. But
Or my mercy.
I wish I had like a cool idea like that, something to ask about.
I could not find any type of question to ask.
Oh, no, yours makes sense.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know anything about the Shade. Now we know a little
Yep,
more about
now
the
we
Shade.
know.
So.
Be right back. I actually got a physical book.
Ooh,
Cool.
cool. Physical
Wow.
book.
We like those.
There's this thing called penicillin.
I know. I'm like, it's
Tylenol.
The mold for your bread. And eat
I thought he
it.
was going to say something about like take the poison from the kraken, distill it.
Maybe. That's not very manufacturable, though. That's not.
Maybe you can take
Right.
like a serum from the kraken, then Calum can
Synthesize it.
synthesize it.
And use it with the symbiotes, so whenever they attack or take
That-
over, they just poison everything.
What? I think you went the wrong direction with that.
You're asking the mad scientist.
I'm trying to make medicine.
Seek upon this world, Candlekeep,
Ooh.
and tell us our vost.
Whoa.
And I'll keep mysteries, guys.
From him.
Well, actually, let me make sure it's him. Sorry, I just closed the book. I want to mischange your name because I love it when there's a good, powerful lady figure. Just want to make sure I didn't mischange her. Boom, 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 boom.
This party is
They don't identify. Yep.
five
Yeah, she didn't
sevens,
give a
powerful
gender,
women.
so I'm just gonna say her because Teleste sounds like a lady's name.
Bring your knowledge together and see what you can discover.
And a lantern goes out, leaving two more.
Do you have anything?
Nah.
Yeah. Lorelai steps forward and kind of folds her hands in front of her and asks, I have many paths before me, many choices that I've made recently. How can I best bring glory, honor, and respect to my house and family?
I see you, Lorelei of House Manthar. You ask for what you've already attained. Continue your path. Continue your glory. And the honor will sustain and grow evermore. Stick close to your companions.
Lorelai nods her head and looks back. No such thing as too much glory for Lorelai.
One lantern left.
Best for last.
Mm-hmm. Well, Elam steps forward. You know, my father has spies everywhere. Who are the spies on the ship?
Ooh. 50.
Please say Toro. Please say Toro. Please say Toro.
That's what I'm thinking. You say
I'm
Toro,
sorry.
Nate.
And you didn't have an important question to ask?
Mariana.
Oh, that would be hella twist.
Mm-hmm. Don't give Nate any ideas.
I know. All right.
I see you, Calum Strand of Barovia. Your father in his cage. You breaking the cage. And indeed he watches and he listens. Look within your creations of your own hand. See what you may find. Your man, your servant, even now he resists your father. But he was, can be, will be his eyes and ears.
Shit.
Thank you very much.
And the last lantern goes out. The presence in the room dissipates. Lighting goes back to normal. You will have very interesting paths ahead of you, King Agaton says. You tread very unique paths that I've only seen on rare occasions. Paths to godhood. Paths to power. Paths to legend. The giants of Maelstrom and my people will be keeping an eye upon you, Misfits the Morai. You revealed much today. Call upon us in your need, and if we are able, we will rise from the ocean with the wrath of thunders and storm.
Awesome. Lorelai bows, or she curtsies to the king, thanks him for his esteem and promises.
Now my people will wait, and we will depart. strength on your journeys, Misfits to Morai. Until we meet again.
And the odd detail is here, if you follow him, you guys go walking through this little bit of a dungeon complex. And I'll bring Hecaton down here. There's a big giant conch shell. Literally conch shell. And him and Harshnag go up to it. And they touch it. And it's a teleportation device. And they're gone.
Ooh.
Giant snake on it.
Oh, yeah, I think it's Remoraz.
What, they said nothing to us? They just vanished?
Yeah, they did.
Well, I just had a whole goodbye. You said until we meet again. What do you want?
No, like the conch. I was like, they just touched it and they've. No, that's what I'm like. Damn.
Oh, I'm like, what?
It's like no, not that. No, not that. It's more the teleportation. It's like, wasn't expecting them to just vanish. It's crazy.
This here is a teleportation device to the maelstrom, to the heart of our city. Please don't ever use it.
He really probably would not say anything. They're just ready to go. And just like, actions speak louder than words and they're gone.
Well, looks like we asked important questions.
Quite enlightening. Potentially.
What did you say, Warden?
I said quite enlightening,
Yes.
potentially.
I think there are some names that popped up that certainly bear further investigation.
There's a lot of names.
Well, where to next?
What seemed most urgent?
Well, I know that we came because we heard the calling of apparently mind flayers that's attacking Hiromi's home.
That also sounded to me to be the most volatile. I think the words bubbling unrest were spoken.
We finally going to Kozakura?
Yeah, I've got boiling, unrest, anger, strength.
Yeah, there you go.
I took notes for everyone.
We can't.
Unless, of course, I know that Samaris, you have been missing someone.
I have. I won't lie. I don't want to say it's not urgent, but it sounds as if the other piece of her soul will remain where it is for some time. She looks behind her, and y'all can't see Una, but I imagine Una gives a little nod of kind of other things come first. Yeah.
She kind of lifts up her wrist and starts tapping it. Like she's tapping a watch, hurry up. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I shouldn't take away from your moment. Yeah, she 100% kind of
And Ishka's something we can visit on the go? What is the shade?
Well, we take the nightshade to go visit Ishka, but shade, but
I guess we need to get some nightshade.
how important is it to Ishka?
Well, I will say the nightshade is pretty potent. As far as I know, I need to break those chains. So I need your guys' help for that. So it's pretty important.
And
Apparently, I have this extra strength, whatever that might be. But
Can we do that here, or do we have to go somewhere?
I believe we got to go to the other side.
Well, I mean, do we have to go somewhere in the Forgotten Realms for that? Or can we do that, like, on the bastard? Like,
I think we just take the nightshade and we can sleep on the bastard.
Okay. Well, that's...
But we have to figure out what's very urgent. What can... Yeah, what's the urgency of everything, and we got to put what's first, then second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on.
So it sounds like, not to say that Una isn't urgent, but can wait. Ishka's is a problem that is portable. What about you, Caleb?
My stuff can wait.
well,
It
we
looks
could
like
above table. We could probably roll.
What do you mean? Roll for what?
See which one we do first.
I think if it comes to rolling, I would, if it's kind of like everything being equal, like nobody has a preference, I would probably suggest narratively, I think Hiromi's would be the most, quote unquote, urgent.
and I think Ishka's.
Ishka's, yeah.
Ishka's is more like could happen anytime.
Yeah, we could do that
Yeah,
on the go.
anytime.
Well, not meaning like any
No, I
time
know
to
what you mean.
put it on the past, but she'll have dreams,
Mhm.
and depending on the urgency of these dreams, if it starts getting worse, then we
It can
gotta
be like a quick leap.
reweigh. Yes, we can reweigh the urgency, and then maybe to Hiromi's world, maybe we could stop by Avernus on the way and try to get Una out. That's it. I mean,
I think Hiromi's country is still on this world. It's the material plane is still.
That's Kozakura.
Okay.
Right, I'm not misunderstanding that, Hiromi.
Oh, yep. No, it's
Yeah.
yeah. It's still it's yeah. This
Still
plane for
Faerun.
sure. Yeah. I don't know if it's considered Faerun. I think it's like a separate continent.
Okay, yeah. Sorry,
East.
the world.
Yeah. What is it? Karatur.
Mm-hmm.
and then for my father,
Toro.
he
that's the word I
has.
was looking for.
Wow, this is a nice map.
Whoa, that's a
That's
big ass
amazing.
map.
Look at that. This is amazing.
Yeah, let's go.
We're over here. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Holy
gosh, we gotta go all the way
shit.
over there.
Damn.
Where's Kozakura?
I drew a line
Oh,
too.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
definitely
wow.
not like we're gonna have a measuring thing. You have a couple weeks journeys of flying.
Maybe
to get there.
during the couple
Oh,
weeks
I
journey,
know.
we can work on Ishka's thing. Because, like, it's going to take
Mhm.
time.
And we'll have to find a way to get into Avernus itself, so maybe we can
Research
work on that on the way too.
Yeah. I've heard, is Candlekeep a physical place, or is
Yeah,
that
it's a school.
It is a physical place on the Sword Coast, literally on the coast. I'll just ping kind of like somewhere down,
Okay.
kind of. That even might be the words there. I was just kind of blind. Yeah.
That
I was
can
just
wait.
thinking. Yeah, no, I was actually asking because I think it's a fancy school with lots of knowledge. They may know a way to get to Avernus.
Can I,
Or
can I do a history check?
I was just going to ask that too. I was going to ask Nate, is there a
Candlekeep.
check we can make?
I feel like they might be kind of closed off to non-students. I don't know. Caleb knows how?
Caleb? How do we get to
What?
Avernus?
Oh, that's easy.
I'm sorry?
It's pretty easy. We just, do something bad and we go straight to hell. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Above
you're
table.
looking-
There
4,000
was
miles.
in Caleb's brothers. He had charts of the planes because Caleb's ship originally its purpose is more than a spelljammer. It was made to traverse the plains, and so he would have like a idea on how to get to Avernus using the bastard.
I just need an item that's from that world. So if you have an item from Avernus, then we have a way to get there.
I think we have multiple pieces of.
But it's going to cost. It's going to cost some money, I think.
There's technically, because we haven't really talked. It's been a while since we talked about. There's technically two ways you could do it, Caleb. It's the teleportation thing, right? Like you get the item and you just like slip drive over to wherever you're trying to go, or the original usage for the bastard, which is you literally can slip into the river Styx and travel the river Styx. And what goes through Avernus? The river Styx.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm not saying one's right or not, but the bastard's a very interesting
that's really
ship.
Cool. And just has Caleb had any experience with how long that journey might take?
Doesn't take long, because it's a spelljammer.
Yeah.
In and out.
We haven't really put like a hard, like the slip drive thing. If he just kind of uses an item, spends a lot of gold and goes, that's like pretty much instantaneous. Where you end up in Avernus is a question. The river Styx is more abstract, but I would say like no more than a couple days of sailing the river Styx before getting to that destination.
My question, okay, thinking outside the box here. If we sail on the river Styx to go to Avernus, and then we sail back from Avernus to Toril, and we come back to Toril, anywhere on Toril, like maybe in Kuzakura?
If Hiromi has an item from Kuzakura.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem.
You're still. I'm trying to clarify for you, Caleb. I don't.
Yeah, you don't need an item
for
this.
the river Styx. Okay. I don't think you need an item.
Okay.
The item was more for like. It can work for the planes, but like you guys are in Toril. If you want to go back to Exandria, you can use that slip drive to get you guys there instantaneous, right? That item can get you the instantaneous. River Styx, it'll take more time and you're more taking the highway, quote unquote. But I was thinking about it, and I think Lorelei has a clever thought on that of drifting, of phasing into the river Styx and trying to use that to see if it passes by Kuzakura. I think the trick there, though, is it's an abstract map, right? A highway system. Caleb has a map system of his universe, right? And, some of that stuff might correlate, like how to get to the Feywild. That stuff will be easy from where you are. So there's like always a chance it's like you can get lost in the river Styx, right? He doesn't know like what the signposts are and what the exits are on this world. I'm talking and thinking out loud because it's the first time we've really applied it. But that's kind of its biggest drawback is in this scenario is him not knowing the roadmap.
I was just thinking that, that might be a clever way if you can like slip on and off.
Mm-hmm.
It would take a good amount of. We could go to get Damaris's. Is it Una? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Una. Yeah. Get Una back, and then phase back in. We would actually be shortening the amount of time it would take to get to Kuzakura. If that's how it works, if you can hop on and off anywhere in the world.
Hypothetically.
Like
yeah.
Hypothetically,
if you know where you're going on the highway system.
Warden does have brief familiarity with Avernus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that could factor into that or not.
That could factor. I don't even have the rules that we made for the Bastard's teleportation system, but having an item and you having like a location in there could help
I
with
just
this.
liked it.
You did? Where'd you like it?
It's in the chat. It's in our Tuesday rules chat. Well, the multiversal jump.
Huh?
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
Is it? Why is it? Well, it's red, right? You not see it?
And Tuesday rolls?
No. Yeah.
Did you
Funny
just
enough,
put it there?
is it showing up red on your side? You might have to resend it. I sent a message earlier and it like didn't go through for some reason. I had to like resend it. It was the first time I ever seen that.
Yeah,
before.
it was red. Oh, now it's green.
Yeah, I had to like resend it. I've never seen that before. It was very interesting. I still don't see it on our end though. But there it goes.
Oh.
All right, man. Running browsing through time and space to other multiverses when the dream of the blue veil is. The intent of that is multiverses rather than plane jumping. So river sticks would be your way to get from point A to point B, or plane shift, right? That's just the bastard. Plane shift is still a spell. It still exists. I don't think any of you guys have an attunement thingamajigger for that. But technically, plane shift is always an option, or finding someone with plane shift.
And
yeah,
so we're still up here with the giants, right?
Oh, you're technically up here with the giants. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Somebody might, have something like that up here.
Oh,
giants are gone now.
Well,
I'm like the silver ship part.
Yeah, so the silver ship part is the way so this is how it would kind of, let me go ahead and define it, because the big thing is, are the planes the same no matter what world you're at? And I'm going to go ahead and say yes. So at this world,
similar.
You can go into the River Styx, and then from there, Calum, you can start navigating the highway to Avernus using Mallium's maps, essentially, his planar maps for the bastard. And in my opinion, it sounds like something Mallium would definitely have, is like how to get to Avernus for him being a evil Barovian Strahd boy. So like you could hypothetically do it I would say it would take you a couple days to get to Avernus via the highway system using the silver ship aspect of it. And I don't think the multiversal jump would work in this scenario. That's going from world to world.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It would be smart to get... How do we get Nightshade? Is there like a special variant?
What do you mean?
Like
I mentioned Nightshade before. This is not going to be we need to go on a journey to find the right Nightshade from the wood.
It's just Nightshade.
Yeah, I want you guys to be able to pick that up when you're ready. You can just...
Okay. I wasn't
Toro was like, oh, you're mentioning Nightshade? Lord Archibald put down that soda. No reason. No reason at all. I have Nightshade if you need it. Nah.
Why do you have that?
Yeah. Lorelai also most definitely has some Nightshade.
Warden might have some Nightshade.
To be fair, I'm like, Warden might have Nightshade himself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as practitioners, I really have no problem with you guys having it.
I could make a very pleasant tea.
Very short, lasting, pleasant tea.
Do some of you not have Nightshade? It's very useful for your political enemies, for Lord Calum.
Oh yes, very useful in assassinating enemies.
Mm-hmm. And for vile, dirty people who make messes everywhere.
Yeah. Do you think we can navigate into the River Styx?
Is that's the course of action then?
Yeah.
Can I make
All right.
Can we do a group or can I aid someone in an intelligence kind of check to see if we can plan the route out, using all that Calum knows and
yes, so survival is traditionally navigating. So Calum can get there Easy peasy. I think
Right,
you could
but, like, get
perhaps
back to
roll
Kusakura.
to get to Kusakura. Yes, we could make that a roll getting back to see if you can figure
Okay.
out where the highway exit is to Kusakura. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I also could think there could be a check to maybe like, oh, I found a shortcut to Avernus.
Yeah. It's like that teleportation like circle you have to like roll, and if you get above a certain point, you like get there with no problems, and if you get like another point down, you get, like, oh, you're like a couple miles away, and then it's like you go somewhere random if you roll a 1.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Samaris, how you feeling about Avernus?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling ready.
Got your beer?
Could
Ready
we
to go.
like, stop in like a town or something? We can pick up like not anything crazy, but I do want some more crafting supplies if I could get those.
There might be a little shopette on the River Styx.
What?
Wait, really?
Hey, what?
That'd be super cool. I want to go shopping in the River Styx.
I think.
But just
is the lane.
skeletons and spirits.
There is a shop on the River Styx.
Let's go.
Okay.
Otherwise, ready to spend
As long
some
as I can
platinum.
pick up some components, yeah.
They do not take silver pieces.
What
Well,
about
I'm just
gold?
saying that. I'm pretty sure gold.
I'm making this up in the thought because I love how you said they don't take silver, but copper pieces are very valuable for those.
Mm-hmm.
Are
I was
Go
just thinking
exchange
that.
some. Go exchange some money. A little bit of money.
But Hiromi, is that okay with you?
Yeah, sorry. I was like trying to put my windows back up so my power went out. But yeah, no, Hiromi nods. I will not lie and say that I don't feel an urge to go back home, but if this is a faster route, I agree with it.
I think our chances are better. It's a risk, but I think the chance of reward, if we could save a whole week or two, that would be amazing.
It's about 4,000 miles to Kusakura.
That's a lot of time. And you said it's like 120 miles a day or something?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, seems like we have our course of action.
33 days, that's a month. It would be a month there. I think we will definitely save time this way.
Sorry. I thought of this because somebody said platinum earlier. How much was the statue worth that we stole?
Pretty sure I
Oh, good
totally
question.
value,
About
but
that
I don't
thing.
remember it. It's probably worth about 10
Oh.
platinum.
No, it was a lot more than that, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 10 platinum.
Because it was made of
I mean, we can go back and listen.
Did you really not
Yeah.
write down like the value? Because I don't have that off the top of my head. I have no idea how much.
I thought it was like 2,000 platinum or something.
No, it was. Yeah, I'm being
200,000?
very, very sarcastic, but it was at least like 1,000 or 2,000 platinum.
Okay.
Wow.
I didn't.
Yeah, we need to examine that. Melt that shit right down.
I will put that in our group coffers. How much again?
I'm gonna call it 2,000 platinum. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Thank you.
Because 20k value.
Which is 20,000 gold. Okay.
And then there was 66,000 from the chest, right?
66 cents.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got 86,000 gold pieces to spend. Let's go spend some money in a River Styx shop. I'm
I think
excited.
that 20,000 is going to party funds. We're gonna
Yeah,
split it
let's
do it.
66.
Okay, so 20,000 towards party fund. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got this
Yeah.
all right. Which brings us up to 51,000 gold in the coffers.
And so
And then
9,000
we'll
going to 28 gold each.
9,428.
Wait, what? What was
Dividing
that?
the 66,000 is.
Oh, okay. You don't want to put that in the.
9,428 each.
You don't want to put
No,
that
we're
in the
putting the
group fund?
20k towards the party fund.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna split it to
And
66.
the rest, 9,428 gold. Okay.
9,428. Thank you.
I'm not very good at
Lovely.
remembering.
Well, then
Rich.
put it on your inventory.
I'm rich.
Just so you
Okay.
guys see it too when he posted it, note that like if you want to go back to Exandria, it's going to cost you 20,000 gold for him to teleport you guys.
Gotcha.
Who to teleport us?
The bastard.
If we want to go back to Xandria.
Yeah, to like if you want to planet hop from different world to
That'd be
world,
crazy.
20,000 gold.
Good to know. Well, luckily we got a group fund.
Is there any possibility, or how possible would it be for Samaris to obtain some arrows of slaying
Mhm.
for fiends?
Oh, like no.
Where are we?
Let's right now with you on the back of the bastard, just kind of cruising over the Forgotten Realms. Difficult, right? You would have to go out of your way to begin to even have a chance at an investigation roll at it, right?
Oh yeah, I meant like it sounded like we were doing a little bit of like downtime prep.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm just pointing
Well,
out there. It's like you guys are technically up near like here on the map. Nearest major city is probably like Neverwinter somewhere. Like you could go there and hope, but that's like a couple days to get there to try for it.
You said there was a shop on the river?
There it is.
Let's
You
just
know where
try
to look
that.
for it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta add days to my golem book.
Yeah, so you had 4 days of pretty much nothing going up to the
Golem
Eye of
time.
Allfather.
I'm gonna add 9. No. Or Merlin.
Okay. So what's the official call here?
Guess we're
Order sticks.
plane hopping, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely making sure my staff's are when we reset the fire resist.
You know who's gonna come super and clutch against fiends? Ishka.
Let her rage.
Just let her go.
Yep.
All right.
Let her
Okay.
cook.
All right. I will say this above table. I've got like this. Like today, I was like, all right, I need to refresh on Hiromi stuff. I'm going to refresh on Ishka stuff. Those are the likely places that they're going to go next and everything like that. And you guys, we're going to Avernus and Samaris like, I hate you all. I have the bones of it. And I'm here for it, and so we'll be. But if I'm making stuff up as we go and / looking stuff up, just bear with me. But I am ready to rock and roll.
We knew that you weren't ready for it, which is why we chose it.
Yep.
You could feel
You
it.
guys-
You could.
Yep.
You guys want to take a quick break now to give Nate a chance to prep everything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty great actually.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Good
got
idea.
I got my
Gonna
crumble
keep-
cookie out.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
10,
A cookie from Crumble?
so 18 after.
Mhm.
Crumble's awesome.
getting arrested.
I was going to say porn, but I guess that works.
No, that was my second answer.
Third answer?
Hello?
Third answer for you? It's like number one for me.
No, I was asking what the third answer was.
Oh.
Anime.
Oh, yeah, that's...
I just finished watching this one ninja anime on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. I haven't finished it yet. I think I'm like episode 4. It's like the almost like cyberpunky ninja.
Yeah.
Brutal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That one's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah. No, the action and the animation's really good. I wish the
Yeah.
story was like a little bit better, but then again, I haven't finished it, so. But it's cool. I like it.
Well, that's...
I watched. I binged Fallout.
Yep, that's all that. That was good.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
All right. Is everyone here? As much as I would like to talk about shows myself, Fallout was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ornishka,
I'll
you
probably
here?
watch it a year later.
Lorne and Ishka, are you back?
Here.
Finished your crap. Excellent. All right. So,
Travel the river Styx.
Misfits the Morai will attempt to make it to Avernus via the river Styx upon the bastard.
Pit stop at River Styx General Store. It's very important.
River Styx Emporium.
The rest stop.
It's been a while since the Misfits have been on the River Styx, but you have been on it before, traveling the Requiem. Do you remember some of the details from that journey of
souls in the water?
Yep. We see Hawk floating there no more.
They were attacked by spirits from the river. I think if I had made a connection because this was just before the Baltimore meetup. Like I think you all killed a red dragon, and then a spirit of a red dragon almost got on the ship.
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to be all like kind of like connected slightly.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there anything you'd like to tell to the Morai to prepare them before the River Styx, Captain Caleb?
No,
No, just keep your hands inside the boat. You're good.
Ooh, now Lorelai really wants to put her hands outside the boat.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
Do it and see what happens.
Well, that's killing me.
Sit down and keep your seatbelt on.
Yep.
And it's a very strange sensation, right? As Caleb just kind of nudges the ship, the bastard, in like not a particular direction, but just a nice, steady, straight forward motion. And down below the deck, there's the waystone inside of it, which that is what truly allows it to slip across into the River Styx, its own waystone. The silver plating that makes the whole of the ship so beautiful is what keeps, generally speaking, the spirits from clambering up onto the ship or just completely overtaking it. So he just heads in a certain direction. And then a command is given down below, and Caleb, you can feel it as you helmet as like a spell jammer, and you just kind of command the ship to slip over into the River Styx. And you're all hit with a blast of cold chills, goosebumps up your arms. I believe, funny enough, I know you've all seen this map before, but this was supposed to represent the River Styx. So I'm gonna go and put you guys on it. Luminescent glow of swirling lights all around you. You begin hearing the whispers and cacophony of voices, and the chill is in the air, but you are now very much light speed kind of vibes of the stuff, these currents going around you. Through it all in the distance, you feel like you might see stars in the distance, almost like it is like a mist around you, but you're moving forward. Caleb, you're aware of the Boneyards, a meeting place of merchants upon the River Styx, dangerously close to a crossroads of the Abyss and the Nine Hells. But if there's anywhere to stop and find curiosities, rarities, dark magic particularly, it would be the Boneyards. And you only know this probably by reputation. I mean, you did have a year of downtime, so it's up to you if you think Calum would have ever docked and said hello. But you definitely would have found this at least in the writings of Malleum. Mm-hmm. And who is in charge and oversees the Boneyards? I don't know if I'll do his name justice. I'm not sure on the proper pronunciation. But Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
He oversees the Boneyards.
Mm-hmm.
You set sail for the Boneyards, Captain Calum?
Yeah.
All right.
But
were you about to say something?
I said, just let's go.
Let's go. It's not instantaneous. You know, it takes a few hours of turns. You do see the River Styx branching off in all sorts of different directions, countless and countless times. This does connect very many different planes and places, and you get a feeling if you take a turn there, who knows where and when you'll end up. There are these strange markers at certain roads or certain crossings. And I think everyone here has experienced Vadium at some point, the god diamond. Mm-hmm. And they're been grown by gods or by someone with superpowers to mark certain crossings. And some of them are etched in words of maybe, like, depends if you stopped and took a look at it. Some of the words are in Celestial, some are in Abyssal. But there's just a myriad of different languages on these markers of Vadium at these different crossroads. And Calum uses those, reads them, and takes you down the correct twists or turns. Eventually coming to the Boneyards, which it's the River Styx, and it kind of widens and grows. What feels more narrow around you opens up. The sensation I like to imagine, it's almost like a lake of this just kind of purplish violet ethereal mist, but then above you it kind of like flattens out, and now there's stars and darkness over it. Like it's almost like you're on a lake, and it's not a place per se of like an island or a structure, but a combination of many boats and ships of all different sizes. But the first ship you see, it's like that's made out of bone. You do see the familiar though as well. This white ship is like the first one you see docked up, and there's just connections and causeways going over the River Styx. Like this one white ship of bone, you do see the silver inlay in it. Kind of again, even though it might be made of bone and maybe it's piloted by a devil or a demon, even they still need to have silver plating to keep the spirits of the undead that are flowing to Requiem from boarding their ships. It's a hodgepodge. It's a place of opportunity. A place, again, of dark black magic. Calum pulls the ship up and docks. A rickety little dock. It's like, everything is very rickety, right? It's nothing's really well kept. And so it's very much a traditional dock of wood that's just rotted, but wide enough. And you kind of pull up near that bone ship at and the bastard itself is big, right? It's massive. There's ships here of all different sizes. Like the bone ship maybe is like half the size, but you do see what looks to be a warship of some sort that is bigger than even the bastard, and there's guns on it of some sort of weaponry on the back of it. And as you go by, you see little figures on there, and those with high passive perceptions of sight, you might go, those might be devils on the back of that ship. And the bastard kind of pulls in and docks, and there is someone to meet and greet you as a figure comes hobbling down the dock towards the bastard. This figure is humanoid and has red skin, very devilish looking, but a little portly, and he has a ledger and this quill, and behind him are these two tall, maybe 8 foot tall, ferocious looking humanoid creatures with these long spines coming out of the back of them. and this red-skinned tiefling-esque, but not necessarily tiefling, walks up and calls up in Abyssal. So does anybody speak Abyssal?
No.
If no one speaks Abyssal, Lorelai has.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I do speak Abyssal.
There you go. Warden, you are our spokesman today.
Oh boy.
What's the name of your ship?
And Warden is going to like pause and like look around at the rest of the party. Like, really? Nobody?
What's the name of your ship?
Jeez, the Bastard.
The Bastard. How original. You'll fit right in with the killing floor. Very fantastic. Captain?
That would be Calum here. He'll sort of put a hand on
Calum
Calum's
here.
shoulder.
Okay.
Just Calum.
Just Calum. Captain Calum. Where do you hail from?
Well, the captain or me? Or all of
Where
us?
does the ship hail from? Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
Okay, where does the Bastard hail from?
It sounds like it's going pretty good.
I agree.
Calum,
What like a German, but there we go.
What are the... Where does the ship come from?
Barovia?
Barovia.
Barovia?
Yep, that is right.
Okay. Do you have any loopy nuggets or Barovian tea upon the ship?
No.
Roll a deception check.
Yes. Before are they like contraband? Can I
You just said no,
know
so
nothing.
roll a deception
for
check. Just go with the
fuck's
flow. Just go with the flow. Just
It's
have fun
like,
with it.
Oh no!
When you're at when TSA checks your bags, and
Yeah, right.
Did you bring any food back from the other country? Foodborne illnesses.
Did you see what he plans?
I do not believe you. We will have to search your ship before you can come in. There are certain goods that are not allowed in from Barovia, namely the tea. It gets people too riled up, and the loopy nuggets because the werewolf contingent gets very upset when it is present. Prepare to be boarded and investigated.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Can you ask them if they speak any other languages?
Do you speak any other languages?
Yes.
Couldn't you have led with something else than Abyssal?
What?
Ooh.
I don't understand what you're trying to ask right now. Why would I not be speaking in my language? Don't be racist. We're coming aboard. He kind of snaps his fingers.
That seems hypocritical, but okay.
It's like going to Spain and being like, why are you speaking Spanish?
I'm just saying, do I know what weird languages anyone in the party speaks that they might not speak?
Hiromi speaks deep speech.
I will say...
I don't need Elvish.
Hiromi's not going to fucking care. I'm just going to
I
say...
speak Elvish and Undercommon.
I figured you spoke Elvish.
I got Undercommon.
I speak Elvish.
And thieves can't.
I will say, I can't. Can you speak Thieves Can't? I thought that was written.
Yeah, you just sign language.
Thieves Can't is not hard to find, but I am very open with it. It can be like the
Elvish.
rubber duckies wet at night, or like you literally are just talking about the weather and it's like code words.
They're going to search the ship for loopy nuggets for some reason. I don't know. I lied and they didn't believe me.
What are you lying about? We have loopy nuggets.
I don't know. It just didn't. They're going to search the ship. I think.
Are they gonna confiscate the loopy nuggets?
I don't. Do you speak Elvish? Because we're speaking Elvish right now.
Yeah. Lorelai
Archie does.
asked them over there, do you speak Elvish?
Archie does. Hiromi has no idea what you guys are talking about.
No, she's asking like the captain.
Oh, Archie.
Wait, that thing is talking?
No, those are my 3 companions. They are my muscle behind
Jesus!
me.
are we saying this?
What?
Where?
And why did you lie to them?
Oh, that is.
I don't know. I am never the face. I don't do the talking. Okay, I don't know. It just.
All right, we've
you know,
been
we're always
talking to
lying.
him, and this person's talking Abyssal, so I don't think anybody can understand him. Where's your captain? We need to. Where's the hold of the ship? Keys, quick! We don't have it all day.
The captain doesn't speak Abyssal, which is why I was asking. Actually, not being racist. Thank you very much.
If I
Okay.
speak Celestial,
Do you
we'll
speak
burst
common?
into flames.
Do you
Where is
speak
the-
common?
Yes. And he keeps speaking
Can you
Abyssal.
speak common, please?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, for God's sake! Another 3 coming in. Oh, that's performance. Hey, it's the same even. 13.
Anyways, as I was saying in Abyssal, we are going to investigate your ship for loopy nuggets and Barovian tea.
Lorelei leans over the thing, kind of watching this all go down, and says, in Elvish, "Do you speak Elvish?"
No. Anyways, we are going below the ship now. He says no in
What about
Elvish.
common?
Oh God, they heard us the entire time.
He says that in Elvish.
Well, he says no in Elvish. Yeah, yes.
Shit.
Yes. What about common?
I don't know if your friends understand this, he says to you, Warden in Abyssal. I don't care what language they are speaking. We are going to speak Abyssal. Oh my God.
They're going to.
What is going on? Just in the
Oh,
back. Like,
Warren, aren't you supposed to speak? Why are they going for the loopy nuggets?
I don't know. It's contraband. They're going for Barovian tea and loopy nuggets. I don't know.
Not contraband.
This whole time?
Why? So hold on.
tell them to stay out of my room.
Why
I
are
think
loopy
they
nuggets
understand us.
contraband?
Yeah, don't let them.
Because
Go in our
it is
lab
the
and
law.
What do you
But
want
if
me
you
to do?
must know, Loopy Nuggets gets the werewolf contingents very upset. And we do not like to make them upset. They have a
This is-
pretty good, important, valuable stake in the operations
minute.
here.
Can Ishka kind of sneak away?
Sure.
But please,
Plenty.
Oh,
going
roll
on.
a stealth
that-
check. I just realized what you're doing. Roll a stealth check.
you're gonna try to hide them.
Was that an abyssal that you said, or Elvish?
This guy's speaking
I assume
Abyssal. I'm sorry,
pure
but he's
Abyssal.
speaking
Okay. Yeah,
Abyssal. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's an
No.
asshole.
right to him.
I feel like this would be less confusing if none of us spoke Abyssal.
You're doing this a great job, Warden.
Excuse me, Dragonborn. You look sketchy as fuck. Hey, you, tell her to stop doing whatever she's doing. She's skulking.
Sorry. No, sorry. She doesn't speak Abyssal. Sorry.
I
don't know
know.
what to tell you.
Tell her to stop doing. Look, she's trying to hide behind that box. I can clearly see her.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I don't speak common, actually. I just speak Abyssal.
Very well.
Yelling at
We
you,
are
Warren.
about to attack and kill your comrade. Are you okay
Oh,
with this?
Okay.
Elvish. P. I got P.
She has
Do you
to
like
go to the
squat there
restroom.
and try and pee behind the box?
No.
Roll a deception check, Ishka.
Oh no, D&D Beyond's kind of slow. I'll give it a minute.
Why don't we just give up the loopy nuggets?
I don't know. That's what I was just telling you. They're contraband.
no.
So, okay.
I'm just going
They're
to drop
not
this down
contraband.
as a token.
I will say in
Philip,
common to the
he's
party.
I think he's very clearly saying that they are indeed contraband here.
They're not
They're
that
also
big.
that
okay.
big.
I was about to say, holy shit.
Ew!
Okay. They are saying that they're contraband because they get the werewolves riled up, which is a little silly considering.
What? Wait, why
Why?
would they get the werewolves riled up?
But they're made of
Well, just-
werewolves, aren't they?
Just tell them it's going to be down in the supply room. It'll be okay.
Right? Can I tell them that? she's a werewolf? Is
Can
that
I
a bad idea?
can I small group meeting with Warden and
don't know
Hiromi
if that's
and
an option
Lorelei,
right now.
please?
Archie's
Just
spewing
quick-
in the back. Here! Confiscate those loopy nuggets!
What? Yes.
He doesn't know that they're made from werewolves.
Oh. How?
Oh yeah.
That's a great question.
Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, let's not all die on this hill. I feel like this is not the.
Okay, no, listen. They can listen here. They can take them, but if we can somehow convince Archie that Ishka has not been eating the flesh of his people,
Right.
brethren,
Has Archie
that's
been eating these two?
They're below deck.
No. he smelled them and he thought that they smelled bad, so he never ate them. But when they said that, it gets like the werewolves riled up. He thinks like, yeah, it must be like a werewolf thing. Like all werewolves don't like the smell of them, so yeah, let's get rid of them.
Like a werewolf detergent.
Yeah.
Deterrent.
I say we let them just take the loopy nuggets.
Can they just hold them? Do they have to confiscate them? That seems a little silly.
Do you really care that much?
Actually, you know what? I don't really care. No, you're right. I don't.
Of course you don't care. But that's Ishka's favorite food. Are you going to deprive her of her favorite food?
Okay, Lorelai
Perhaps we should question the morality.
Put some nuggies in the bag of holding. I believe.
Lorelai goes over to the
So.
dude, the abyssal speaking dude.
Well, the key has gone below deck. Ishka, I like to
Okay.
imagine you probably saw him. So if you want to be down there confronting him, as they have found the refrigerator
Do not
filled
start the
with
fight.
your microwavable loopy nuggets.
What?
Excuse
Go
me,
down there and just start eating.
who has the key to this door?
What?
I would like to down my potion of comprehension, please.
Okay, 100%. You go down there, you see Ishka just yelling at this guy. He's pointing at the lock, and as she like kind of takes it you, who's got the key?
I will call for the captain who does have the key. She's gonna say in common because it seems like at least they understood that, even if he's not willing to speak it. But she's also gonna say, if we were to keep the loopy nuggets on board and not take them anywhere, how much would we have to give you for this problem to just go away?
Well, considering your feline friend or whatever he is upstairs lied to me and said you did not have loopy nuggets,
I didn't know why you were asking.
It would be very, very expensive for this problem to go away.
Could have led with that.
I apologize on behalf of my friend. He's not used to speaking to others often, and he doesn't read situations very well. Unfortunately, he's a little slow, and you have to forgive him. He's not used to this kind of stuff. However, we would love to. We don't want to make any issues with you. We would like to just peacefully do some shopping and leave. We'll leave the loopy nuggets on here, and I'm more than happy to compensate you for all of the time and trouble.
How much gold? It's a very expensive lie your friend told me.
I'm taking this out of your share,
Just
Morgan.
take the fucking nuggets. Just take the nuggets.
500 gold.
No.
Who has the key to this door?
Ugh, fine,
shakes his
take
head.
nuggets. Then I
Take
just
'em.
take the lock for them.
Ishka, how we feeling? You just seen this like negotiation, and then not Samaris, Lorelai just kind of like, and then starts picking the lock and opening it up, and they're going in, and they're grabbing all the
500 gold
loopy
is a lot
nuggets.
for a loopy nugget.
She would just
Sorry.
like run over there and start grabbing and start eating. Until she
Please stop resisting. We do not want this to turn to violence. You'll get the spirits of the river. Very upset.
Is it illegal if they're in her
Oh,
stomach?
she's just eating them.
she's just
Here,
eating
take this
them.
box. Oh my goodness, I don't care. Here,
Thank you.
You obviously care.
I'm doing my job, so yes, I care. But she can eat those fucking nuggets. I don't care that much. Ugh.
Okay.
Just don't go
Here's-
throwing up on a werewolf.
They would never
this
do
is
that.
the cold storage. Where is the tea?
I don't know if we
that
have any
we don't
tea.
have.
I
No
don't think
tea.
we have tea.
I think we just had coffee.
Yeah. I think it's
Do
just the
you
loopy nuggets.
not know? Or are you telling me you don't have tea?
Calum, do you have any tea on this ship? Any
No, we have roving coffee.
No, we don't have any Brovian tea. We only have Brovian coffee on here.
You have fucking Borovian coffee on this show? Oh my god.
Oh no, go get it.
The caffeination quality of that compared to the tea is so much more exponential. Last
We're not
time
gonna
Borovian
sell
tea was
it.
expanded here, the ghosts were just coming out of the river. It was
We're not gonna
disgusting.
sell it. We're keeping it. It's personal use. Isn't there what's the word I'm looking for, guys?
What's
Section
going on
in the law
there?
for personal use?
Is he taking the nuggets?
I am going
Yes.
to explain it to
Hopefully
you
not.
this way. I didn't care if that you had it on your ship, but then your friend lied to me about you having your
Oh
ship,
my
so
God.
now I don't trust you all to not be trying to smuggle this shit into the boneyards.
My friend
We're
is
here-
just not very worldly in these
What did you say?
matters.
Slow? You said slow. I think?
2,000
Yeah.
gold.
I'm kind of slow.
And I walk away and you can keep your like illicit goods.
Oh my god,
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Is this
Who hurt-
elf talking to me?
Yes.
Who hurt you?
I still don't understand when he's just talking to you in abyss.
Can someone translate for me?
I translate for her.
Who hurt you? You have trust issues. Clearly, was it a trusted friend, a lover, your mom?
Sharon hurt me very badly for not doing my job right.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, just take it. Just take
Take it.
Take anything. Not anything. Anything that's illicit.
2,000 gold, or you won't receive the fine, which is now 1,000
What's-
gold for your resistance and difficultness.
Wait, so 2,000 gold and we keep everything and it goes away, or we don't keep everything, we pay you 1,000 gold anyway.
Yes.
Great
I go
negotiation,
into
guys.
Warden's
Give it.
room and grab his money bag and pay
Hey!
2,000 gold.
Whoa!
There is some
I
player agency
approve.
here. I'm not going to just assume Morden has it in there, because he does have a bag of holding. So, to be fair.
He does have a bag of holding. He probably has his money on him, but he'll just fucking toss it to her.
There you go. Is there 2,000 gold there from Morden's pockets?
Yeah, there's like 10,000 gold in the fucking...
I feel like
Oh, you're giving
also
10,000?
Ishka
No,
I
he
feel like
has about
should chip
10,000.
in for this
I
because
was
it's-
going to.
No, you just take it for... No, it's fine.
Take some of mine.
All right, I'll take 1,000 from each of them
Oh my goodness.
and I pay.
I'm about this
Dude.
fucking close to 4 attacks stunning this guy. I'm not even
Thank
kidding.
you, and please do not bring them onto the other ships.
You
Have
hurt
a
our
nice
feelings.
day.
Some things.
What
Have a
did you
nice
say
day.
to me?
We just want to buy some things.
Good luck.
Thank
Don't
you.
fuck with the devils or demons.
Well, Warden, you're the best
the-
negotiator I've ever seen.
I said
What a
one word.
great
I said
representative.
one word.
One word, and it,
I
what?
said no.
No, we don't have anything.
No, I just said no.
You just said no.
He must have winked or something.
I'm tracing him with my eyes. I'm watching him wherever he fucking goes. I got my eyes on him.
He goes back on the dock, which is got some activity on it. Other people are like pulling some cargo off of the bone ship onto the deck, and you see him over there talking to them. And he kind of like gestures behind you, and there's a whole bunch of laughter, and then he keeps walking down.
Damn.
The dock.
If
Where,
they would have took all the loopy nuggets, what? You know what's going to happen with Ishka?
No,
You
I
ever
don't
seen
even know what they
That
are.
we worked
Ishka?
so hard with. You know?
Ishka being hangry?
I have a plan.
No, why? We don't need. We could just leave it here. We could just let it all go.
No, we cannot.
We paid our
You
money. We
can't.
have the loopy nuggets and the coffee. I think we should just move on and go shopping.
What do you don't
I'll
like
buy you
about the loopy
something,
nuggets?
Warden.
I don't. All I want. Oh my god.
D&D.
Yeah, what do you want?
I just wanted components. That's all. Just a couple.
What?
It doesn't
What?
matter. It doesn't matter. You know what?
Components? From the loopy nuggets?
No, no. No. Just potion components. But it's fine.
We're gonna let Ishka starve.
Let's make some extra nuggets out of
We have
Archie.
food.
Doesn't need like all items.
Did you say?
Nothing.
Okay.
We can shop
Yep.
for the
Do
potion.
I'm sorry. Do I know what a Sharon is?
Do I know what a Sharon is?
Yeah, does
Sharon.
Warden know what a
Oh, the
Sharon,
guy, Sharon. Roll a history check.
Is that a person or a
The person.
mob? 6.
You do not know what or who a Sharon is.
For fuck's sake, I thought it sounded familiar and meta, so I wanted to roll for it.
It just above table.
No!
It's the name of the guy from Greek mythology that
He's
takes
the
people
guy. I
on
don't
the
really think so.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been like some sort of high up devil or something, but okay. Good to know or not know, I guess.
This Sharon is in charge of a meeting grounds of trading and goods between devils and demons and other multiversal beings.
I need a crossover with the chameleons now because I feel like Warden and Judd would get along very well as long-suffering tabaxi monks.
It's like
Speaking of which,
Judd.
Warden is
Judd.
storming off into the tents or whatever the
It's
shop area is made
it's
up of.
literally a whole bunch of ships, right? It's just ships and
Oh,
docks
ships.
and
It's like
ships,
connected
yeah.
ships. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know if it was like a dock and then a bunch of sales tents.
Yeah,
Okay,
a bunch of
yeah,
different,
he is storming off.
Yeah, there's ships in the center of it. Like everything else is kind of all the visiting ships are around it, and there's like one kind of big, massive one in the middle, like multiple tiers, and it's been hodgepodge together with all sorts of different pieces of different ships. I'm like, is that a piece of a
really
Vadium
cool.
ship on one side of it? And I was like, is that obsidian? And it's like very much all over the place. It's like very. It's made
party
with very
boats.
valuable materials, but also looks like it's been duct taped together, right? It's just like it's a very strange contrast of elegance and
So it's
jank.
made out of valuable materials that aren't valuable to the people that own them, pretty much. Okay.
Maybe.
Well, no use, I guess. Yeah, he's storming off. He's out of here. I do love the fucking aesthetic of a big boat colony. That's so cool to me.
Yeah, and so as you're walking, there is again, there's a lot of devils and demons, particularly, and your perception check. I don't know how much of you guys know about the Blood War, but you would definitely Warden, your senses of your passive perception. You'd be kind of like, there's a bit of tension in the air. Okay, all right. If anybody wanted to do a history check on the Blood War to know more in-game knowledge, you can.
Ooh, me. I want to use my blood hunter stuff.
Because he might have done some research after witnessing awareness. I'll roll a history check. I usually don't. 12.
Ooh.
Archie, your senses are going overcharged. You're just like, I smell so many fiends out here. It's just wafting through the air. I don't remember everything. Can you smell celestials too?
Fey fiends are undead.
Fey fiends or undead. A little bit of Fey here and there, but not much. But definitely an overwhelming stench of fiend. And you're just, there's some devils. Ooh, that one smells powerful. Ooh, some demons. And for you, the Blood War, this is an interesting spot because the Blood War is eternal. And it's devils versus demons, and they're usually at constant war. So for them to be in the same place at the same time and not battling is very strange. You might ask yourself why they're not doing it, or why they're not. Like, what could be holding them back? And like, what is the importance of this place that they wouldn't? But you also know, and especially with everyone been speaking about, the name Avernus. I love the idea that Avernus has been mentioned multiple times, and Archie's just been picking his nose, and then you're like, oh yeah, the Blood War, this eternal war is really active in Avernus. Like days later, you're kind of like, oh yeah, it's a war zone,
Yeah, it's taken a while.
Yeah. Samaris, you definitely know the abstracts of the Blood War. It's a devils versus demons conflict for sure. And I think with a 16, you would know enough to expect it, perhaps some sort of war zone in Avernus.
So about my above table knowledge, perfect.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Ugh, it stinks up here. Ooh, actually, could Archie go loping off with Warden?
Sure, if you guys want to.
I mean, he follows it regardless, whether he wants his company or not.
Don't worry, Ishka. Word will not get rid of your loopy nuggets. So,
Or that coffee. Worked so hard for that.
yeah, if he does, we can make some boxy bobs.
Go shopping.
Don't hear this. Maybe Archie. Not you.
Oh, he left with Warden.
Sidle up to Samaris.
He'll never find out.
Might find out if I end up in an oven. We'll see.
Yeah.
Lorelai's gonna sidle up to Samaris and like kind of like look around at the busy walking thoroughfare. And are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No, sorry, I was distracted. What are you thinking?
Thinking that some of these people's pockets look a little heavy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tag team?
Tag team. Lorelai casts invisibility on the two of us.
Jeez.
Let's
That's
go.
cheating.
All right.
And I would like to find the whatever like devilish equivalent of a wealthy but kind of like fat and lazy looking merchant dude.
Okay. Oh, hold music.
You know, she's not going for like the captains, the super powerful people. She's looking for a guy who looks like he's here to like, you know, spend some money. Who's used to like getting other people to do his dirty work for him.
The Goblin King. Very big fat Goblin King.
Mostly, she's like you know the vibe that the inspector dude was giving off. She doesn't like people like that. You know, bureaucrats and shit.
Sorry, I have like the perfect thing and I have art for it, so I'm trying to find it.
Oh really? Oh, that's so cool.
Can't remember what he's called, so I'm going through a ton of scenes. I remember what he looks like though. Damn. Do you know how many fiends are in D&D?
A lot.
A lot of things are in D&D. Many things.
Oh my god, this thing is like starts with a T or a Z or something. I thought it started with a
What does it
T.
look like? I can probably
fat
name it off.
Taskmaster vibe.
Baylor?
No.
I wouldn't think a Baylor would be fat.
Not as, I mean, you're right, like authoritatively. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure he's a fiend. This is going to annoy the shit out of me. Because I want to use him too, because I had like a stat block. Blah, 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 blah. Damn it. 1 second.
Oh, Hiromi, I hope so.
I know. I'm wondering if like she should put her mask back on.
I don't think that'll make much of a difference. This guy's got senses.
Find out.
Of course, if there's fiends and devils or fiends and demons interacting, it's probably fine.
Yeah, probably fine.
Alright, whatever. I can't find this motherfucker, and it's gonna bug the shit out of me. Let me have to do one more filter, I think.
Is it a fiend? Or you not sure if it's a fiend?
I'm pretty sure it is, and it's just bugging me that I'm not seeing it like right off the rip. There he is. Oh my god. It did start with an A. I don't know why it didn't pop up.
And
I'm skipping right over it.
Amnezu?
Don't look him up, Caleb. But yes. This is what he looks like.
Ew!
It does look
Exactly,
that lazy.
exactly what I was picturing.
I know. Sorry, that was too much perfect that I had to find him. So thank you for your patience.
Absolutely
It's like,
perfect.
oh, but
I
it
wanna-
wings.
He's like, so you're
Wow.
moving through, like, there's a couple of ships that have been kind of melded together, so it's more like an open market vibe. You do pass by, you do see him kind of approaching a shop. It seems to be a restaurant of some sorts, and you do see these kind of like a strange like water wheel operating at the restaurant. He's sitting there kind of observing and kind of like scratching his little triple, quadruple chin.
Mm-hmm. Lovely.
And so the two of you are invisible, correct?
Yeah, she slides her gloves of thievery on. And I'm gonna go. I think Samaris is having technical difficulties.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, cool. Alright. You wanna. I've got my mark. Do you wanna tag team him or do you want a different one? Divide and conquer or tag team?
Tag team.
Okay.
So that Nate trying to
Okay,
find
I-
another.
This is pure improv. I don't care where you take it. The more you push, the more interesting things and unexpected wrinkles we'll get.
Maybe we'll go like similar. Like, does
Similar
this dude have like underling who's like very weak in touting some golden things?
You want to know if he has some underlings that might have some valuables on them?
Yeah, like if Lorelai is going for his person, like if there's any other. Is he alone? Is there other? Is he with
Yeah,
the group?
he does have what appears to be some sort of bodyguards behind him. They're definitely flanking him. But they don't really look like they have anything particularly valuable on their person. I'm not going to worry about finding like an exact thing for it, but just like a lower level kind of like devil or demon. Like they're tough, right, for what they look like, but nothing like of value.
Can you distract the bodyguards?
Yeah, could she like go up behind them and make like creepy ghost noises?
All right, so you're gonna try to do distraction. Okay, so you start sneaking up to it, and the person at this little like restaurant's like barking out at this guy in Abyssal, trying to get him to come in and get some food. He's got like there's like some sizzling going in the background, this water wheel going, and like these little chutes moving through the space. And he's like barking out in Abyssal, which Lorelai, are you still
Yep. I mean, it
going on?
probably hasn't been an hour.
Okay. Actually, I think this guy's Abyssal. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he'd be speaking on Abyssal. You do hear this like rotund-looking demon-like figure with these big tusks, very meaty. He's got this kind of very classic, a very stereotypical like white wife beater on with like grease stains all over it. He's like, "Are you sure, sir, you don't want to come up to Sloppy's? We got some really good stuff on the meal today. You know, we'll dip it right into some holy water for you all if you want to take a little dip in there, sir. Come up and you see the devil." Sorry, just everyone, just so you know, this is an inside joke for the three of us, and I'm doing this just for them since it's the two of them. And and like this guy with this double chin, he's like considering. He's like, "It has been a while since I've had some good Sloppies. What particularly do you have on offer today?" And you see him take these, what looks like a little bread circle with little holes cut out of them. He's like dips them in water. He's like, "Here we go, sir. We got some dipped in sloppy bagels for you today, sir. If you want to come set it right up to the counter, or if you want something more meaty, we can dip some. Got some meat here from the 9 Hills. I've got to dip it in." He's like, "Yes, I do believe we'll have a bit of sloppies today, my friends, and." Boys, let's get some food.
Come on down to Sloppy's.
You will eat food?
Some food? And so, like, you are wrestling with trying to distract him from sloppies. So you're going to get behind him, Samaris, and go ahead and try and do like a deception check.
I feel like
Okay.
Sloppies is helping because Sloppies is already very distracting.
Well, that's the thing. He's distracting on it, but it's if you want to pull his attention away from it, I guess.
I mean, if he's not distracted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
27.
You start kind of making these ghostly and uh-oh. I don't know if Misha stepped in. We just got our sloppies reference in, boo.
Oh god.
So you start doing your and the guards like turn around and they pull out these vicious little blades and like
The spirits are restless, sir.
Right
And
when they
just
do
kind of-
that, I dart in front of the big guy, and when he's distracted by those delicious sloppy bagels and sloppy steaks, I'm gonna pickpocket him.
Okay. Roll a slide of well, first off, roll a stealth check at advantage. Obviously.
Oh boy. Oh,
You guys, I mean, it's still a 20, but like it's
bad.
so annoying because I haven't actually rolled above a 10 this entire time.
All right, you slide up next to him, and you see his folded robes, and you kind of slip your hand in there, and go and make your sleight of hand check.
Thank God. 28.
And you feel
Pretty good.
what seems to feel like a leather pouch of some sort. Like, I'd say bigger to like a folio, like pretty decent size. You just gently slide it out, and it's now like hovering there in the air. And Samaris, you now see it. You see this like thing, this folio, leathery. What you both see though, it's not leather. It looks like it's made out of skin, like leather for sure, but like not cow skin. But who knows? A little more pale, maybe human. Who knows? You kind of slide it out, and it's kind of hovering there, and the guys are still like looking back and forth. He's like, excuse me.
Hurriedly tuck it in my shirt so that
Anu, should we contact the guards? No. If only if it matters. If they rise up, you'll strike them down if need be. We should report that the spirits are getting a bit restless, though. Another round of your sloppy steakers, sir. This is quite good. Some more water for dipping.
He's just slapping into it.
oh my God. Can we take everybody to Sloppies?
If you want to take everyone to sloppies, you can.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Lindsay really wants to take everyone to Sloppies, but I don't know if everyone wants to go to Sloppies.
We'll just say this: it's an inside joke that's hard to understand. It's one of those like we were drinking around a campfire, and the next thing you know, we are inventing Sloppy's restaurant, and it's just a whole.
It was inspired by sloppy steaks from I Think You Should Leave.
And
also the
real sloppy
bagels.
bagels that really work.
sloppy
Yeah.
Water.
Because we accidentally got all of our bagels wet, and then we tried to grill them, and they were just some real sloppy bagels.
And they actually ended up kind of good though, like the
Like French toast.
soft instant, French toasty. So I don't know. Don't knock it till you try it.
So the two of you do have the folio and have been able to kind of slip away without creating any scene. I do believe someone was walking with Warden. Was it who was that?
Archie.
Archie.
Can I ask
So the
what's
two of
in
you
the
guys walking
folio?
around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna jump back and forth. I'm gonna give them a chance to start setting up a scene, and
Cool.
then we'll see what's in the folio.
Yeah.
Warden, are you muted?
no, just looking around. Just kind of looking.
You walk by a ship, and it's like French cadavers. Get your French cadavers straight off from the tutorial, straight off the boat. Like, we did some grave robbing French cadavers. I was gonna go by.
I fucking hate this place.
You
Archie's
turn
just said, "Oh, he's strolling behind him. Like, what does his hands in his pockets?"
the two of you with both really I think both of you have really high passive perceptions. All of a sudden, there's a little miniature, like maybe 3 foot tall, like cloaked figure. You can't even see their faces. You see these like little spindly little fingers, like bumps into the bottom of you, and he's like holds up like, "Would you all like a little bit of poison, my good sirs? Poisons, fresh poisons. I brew them all today myself."
Archie backs up. Ew, 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 ew. Like sidestep them.
Oh yes, I've got poison for you, if you would like some.
How much money do you make a day?
What? What kind of a question is that asking me, sir? Would you like them? They're only about 5 coppers each, sir. Good poisons, good poisons.
Well, I don't think they work. I reckon all the money in your pocket.
Buy these guys potion. He probably sells us farts in a bottle.
I reckon.
Ooh, would you like a fart in a bottle, good sir?
No.
I can make you a fart in a bottle, and he gets a little.
No, I have my own farts. Thank you very much.
All the money in my coin purse that your poison is ineffective, and I'll do it myself.
Roll either deception or persuasion check. Because above
like
table, I think you're trying to use like a feat where you can't be poisoned.
No, I can't. I'm immune to poison.
Yeah, that's why that's like still roll deception. Yeah,
well,
roll
the
deception.
same, but I guess he's being deception. Oh come on, man!
Oh man!
You think you're the first? Wait, no. You think you're the first one to try and do that? You, how many the people I talk to who's got immune to poison? You're one of them, aren't you? What about you, boy? Would you like some poison?
No, thanks. My blood's already poisoned.
Yeah.
Fuck yourselves! He goes scrambling off. Poison's got your poison. Would you like some poison?
You know, I didn't really expect a trading outpost on the path between planes and multiverses to be so fucking bureaucratic. I just can't.
Here's a little tip, Warden. Don't try to barter with fiends, okay? It's not going to end up well.
Okay, that wasn't a barter. That was like a one-sided
a trickery.
Thing.
Yeah. No, you seem about as good as lying as I am. So.
I think I might be a little better.
What do you got? Plus. Nope, you literally have the same charisma as me, dude. We both have a +1 in deception.
Maybe I should start scaring people. A little scary, but
yeah, intimidate all you want. You know, also good luck with that.
That tends to start fights, which unfortunately seems to be the only thing I'm good at doing. So let's just go shopping.
Yeah, well, maybe.
And I don't know. What do you want? Why are you not to sound accusatory? Do you need something? Like, are we going shopping? Do you need to buy anything in particular? Or are you just hanging out?
No, I'm just hanging out. I just want to get off the ship for a bit.
All right.
I don't need any potions. All I need is these bad boys. And he like holds up his hands.
Oh, you never need potions, do you? Okay.
Nope.
Archie, you're doing that, and this big, towering, wings, devilish creature with horns comes stomping by and sees you, like, flexing a little bit. Pathetic. Keeps walking by.
What'd you say to me, Leatherface?
No.
He turns and looks at you.
I think you're pathetic.
Ugh. Say it, don't spray it, pal.
I don't think he's capable
He
of that.
spits a big old nasty fiery brimstone loogie at your feet. Gets on your shoes. Actually, I'll roll a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
No, I'm rolling it to see if I hit you.
Oh, well, no, I rolled an @1, so yeah.
You rolled a strength check.
It gets close to your, but he doesn't
okay.
necessarily hit your shoes. But it's like kind of sizzling when he does it.
He like looks over to Warden, and he has like that like vein in your forehead that starts like pulsating when you're angry.
Are you getting angry, little boy?
Warden
He steps up.
Yeah.
What's the rules for kicking someone's ass in this place?
Probably not. I will pull somebody aside. What are the rules for kicking someone's ass in this place?
Well, it's like a lifetime
Just-
art for what you're facing up against. Oh my gosh, what are they called?
What the Matadon or something like that?
Why do you know all these fucking devils? What do you? Why do you
The devils are cool.
Devils are
devils
cool.
are pretty cool.
I did run this little campaign where a lot of devils, well, not
Oh.
campaign, but a little story arc that had a lot of devils that went to the fiend world. Maniton or something? Moxidon? I forgot what his name is.
I found
It's like a centaur demon. It's huge.
This dude is like as classic as you can get.
Nice.
Big old
Wait.
maul.
Oh,
Okay, so you do this, and you turn like to ask somebody a question, and there's a huge space between the two of you and this. Well, I say towering. Technically, he's a large. So he's like double your height, but he's not a giant like the storm giant you guys met. But he's just looming over you. You turn to ask somebody, and everyone's just giving you space, and people are just kind of watching now.
shit.
Oh wait, so Warden turned to ask somebody.
And like
There's, like,
everyone's
a-
just gone.
Oh, everyone. Okay, everyone
A little
disappeared.
tumbleweed goes by, made out of
Gotcha.
Do I recognize what this creature is?
Roll a history or nature check.
There
DC's very
are-
high.
Oh shit! I mean, I can't. Okay, all right. Nature. I'll do nature. Why not? That makes more sense. 11. 11.
You do not know what this is, but as he's like kind of looming there, you do see like darkness kind of like start to like pool around him. And there's a little bit of chill going up your spines, a little taste of fear in the air.
Go ahead. Hit me, boy.
Archie's gonna look over his shoulder, like he sees something behind it. What's that?
Roll a
Oh no! We are not charisma characters.
Roll
Yeah,
a
not
deception
charisma
check.
14.
Oh my god!
14. Okay. Wisdom check here. Okay.
I'm taking this straight out of Back to the Future.
Oh!
Oh!
You're like, what is that over there? And he turns and he has that big mace in his hand. He kind of like is brandishing, thinking something's about to kind of like spring up behind him. And he's like looking around. He's just like, and his like tail slaps the ground. He's like, what is it?
When he
What do you
turns
do?
around, Archie's gonna pull back his fist and give him a swift uppercut.
Oh shit! I thought we were gonna run.
And then if it lands, then he's gonna grab Warden and start running.
I am about 5 times as fast as you. You take care of yourself. You take
Okay.
care of yourself.
Freeze frame there. And we'll step back over to some other folks for a little bit. So I know we've who hasn't got a lot to say right now? Calum and Ishka, are you guys getting in anything?
Yeah. Caleb, like, go up to Ishka and Romy. And, Ishka, Romy, you guys like to go shopping?
Yes.
Alright, Hiromi kind of looks around, sees... I don't know, so ASMRs are kind of visible, I know, like, from their eyes and that kind of stuff. Are the fiends and demons, like, reacting at all to that? Or is this, like, definitely neutral ground?
Roll a... Well, I'll say this. When those ones who... Because right now I'm assuming you're still on the ship. The ones who boarded the ship, those really nasty-looking henchmen... I say henchmen, but they're, like, big, scary-looking dudes. There definitely would have been, like, a long... excuse me, long sniffs.
Okay.
And a little bit of a snarling in your direction, like they could smell or taste your celestial blood a bit. But they didn't harass you or bother you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she'll join him, nod after him.
All right. For you all, I feel like, you know, we've seen a lot of little oddities so far. I think the one that would kind of catch your eyes, especially Calum and Ishka, an echo of something you've seen before. You all pass a ship that is inlaid with the silver, but also gold and platinum, and it's armored. It's a beautiful, ornate piece of work. It's intricate, little details, lattice work built into everything, but it's also well armed and protected. You see a lot of heavy guards up on the deck of the ship, and very well dressed or powerful looking figures going in and out up the little plank onto the ship and out. And as you get closer, you see inscribed on the side of it that essentially, in a couple different languages, it says Soul Bank. And it seems to be dealing in soul coins.
Oh.
So that would probably catch your eyes, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ishka, yeah, you want to go there?
Yeah. Weren't you talking about soul coins too?
Oh, I see right there. Hiromi,
You in?
check it out.
I don't see why not.
Alrighty.
Oh, so you're gonna okay.
Yeah, we're going on there.
So you approach. Oh, I think I know a good one for this one now. This one I think I know the name, so it should be a quick look. I have so many windows open. This is what the guards look like. And some of you guys might recognize them from popular media. They're famous. Well, I say famously, they're in a cool encounter in Baldur's Gate 3. But these armored guys with these kind of long weapons and armor in their heads, kind of low, and they're just kind of eyeing you up and down as you approach. They don't stop you or anything like that. And you step into the main cabin on the top of the deck of the ship. Again, guards everywhere, and it definitely has a feeling of a bank inside. There's like tellers right behind this like clear and reinforced glass. There's these big ornate tables like with like almost cubicle-esque meetings as different devilish demon-like figures are like meeting with people, making deals. You see people signing paperwork and of the sort, and a figure approached you who has kind of a lupine look to him.
Oh.
Ishka licks her lips.
I knew you were going to say something.
He speaks to you in Abyssal.
Common?
Common, yes, I do speak common. Greetings, master and mistress. Hail me the sword bank of the river. Serve you today.
Well, we want to see what wares you have. Obviously, it's probably soul coins, but yeah. Tell me how it works.
We are here to deal with sword coins in the right place. If you would like to make loans, purchases, we trade in many fine goods, or if you bring us fine goods, you may purchase sword coins for your usage. We have some of all varieties in vintages, some old, some powerful, some weak, depending on the needs. What would your need be for your sword coins, good mister?
Well, I need about 100 of them.
100 soul coins. I apologize for asking. Are you good for these? Very expensive soul coins. Have you ever purchased soul coins before, Master?
No.
We draw contracts for those who cannot pay. The soul coin, 10,000 gold for a recent vintage or recent acquisitions.
Well,
Would you like to meet with me in an office and we can negotiate?
yeah, we can negotiate a little bit.
Right this way. And Master and Mistress, what are your names?
Oh, I'm Calum.
I'm Ishka.
Do you two have honorifics you prefer, or Master and Mistress will suffice?
Yeah, just Calum, and I'm okay with Calum.
And Ishka.
Master and Mistress, it is. I am Zarks. I will be happy to be of service to you all. Over here to my desk in office.
What about you, Hiromi?
Oh, I apologize for ignoring you.
Oh.
Nate forgot you were there, but now
No,
I'm
it's
just
okay.
going to put it into the narrative that
Well,
you're rooting. Are you
no,
not
that-
a bodyguard of the Master and Mistress?
No bodyguard. She's kind of like hanging back. You two, go ahead.
Don't you want to watch and listen?
She kind of like looks around. She seems like a little uncomfortable. I'm okay. Here.
Well, if anything happens, just call for us.
Agreed.
You're all saying this, and you hear, as you're kind of still standing there, someone like steps in, like a little imp, kind of like, I say step in, he kind of like flies in. He looks over to one of the guards, these Maragons, is like the guy, he's like,
You all should step outside. Someone's about to fight General Maximus.
Why did you punch him? Why did you punch him?
and that's what we'll end the session there.
Oh my god. I know what you just punched. Warden doesn't. I know. And I'm not.
Is that?
I'm not even sorry.
All right, let me say
I'm not
this.
even
Let me say
sorry
this
about
too.
it.
Sorry. There's one last detail. I'm gonna jump over to Lorelai and Samaris because they got a pickpocket off. I almost forgot about it.
Oh my god! What just happened?
There's these strange to you, Lorelai, as you guys kind of break line of sight and start looking through the folio. There are some strange coins in there. Not copper, not platinum. But what Samaris perhaps would recognize to be a soul coin after being in Requiem for a while. There's 3 soul coins in there. And there's some paperwork in Abyssal. I would like the two of you to roll either an insight or investigation check.
Insight, definitely. And will my potion of comprehension help with this?
Does it help with reading or just hearing? I do not know.
I'm going to check right now. Okay, comprehend languages spell for 1 hour. So let me Google that. Just
Question for me too with my new eyes of minute seeing is relying on sight because I do have advantage on investigation checks that rely on sight.
I would allow it. So here you also understand any written language that you see. Ooh. So you see a lot of contractual papers in here, and soul coins being conscripted, troops for the Blood War in Avernus, a couple different names being mentioned. Zariel's mentioned in a certain one of acquisitions, but then there's an odd one that really sticks out to the two of you, and you both kind of see it at the same time as you look at it. It's an invitation to the Whispers of the Damned to a private audience and private get-together with Sharon.
This is helpful.
Wait, you said Whispers of the Damned?
The Whispers of the Damned. With your checks and everything like that, you get the impression this is his HQ. Perhaps it's one of the ships.
Sharon's HQ?
Yep. Cool.
Well, I think we have found some very interesting opportunities here.
Oops.
Also, aren't these, she'll kind of hold out the soul coins to Samaris. Aren't you, familiar with these?
Yep. Looking for a very specific one.
I like the magic Samaris when you look at it. It's almost like you can see a face occasionally kind of appear on its surface and then go back into it.
Oh, freaky.
So other than the invitation, we got all this information on the movements of the troops and commissioned.
Yeah, some specific acquisitions for this particular figure. Mm-hmm.
We should definitely find out who his adversary is and sell this information to them.
I like to imagine the two of you are going, this is information. Let's take this back to the crew. And you guys kind of wrap around the corner. You see Archie about to swing and hit this towering figure.
Oh, why do we even try?
Samaris just goes, mother, and that's where it cuts off.
Yep.
100%.
Okay, this could go poorly.
Yep.
Well, like you said, you can run. I can handle this.
You cannot.
You got some shopping to do. I'll catch up with you later.
Busy.
All right, friendos. GG's. I know
Oh
this is,
boy.
Night, guys.
Okay, I have some thinking to do. Good night.
Thank you for the Sloppies reference.
Yes.
All right.
Welcome to the Boneyard. Everyone have a good night. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.